Hello and welcome to the Adventure Archive. My name is Ryan, and tonight is the return of Victory Basic. With these three chucklefucks here, we have Ginger with Souls as our fighter. We have Hunter as our wizard, and joining us for the first, well, our second session, but for the first time, Bayless as our cleric. If anyone was here last time, you remember that our cleric Moses, as they were escaping the sepulcher of the Lich Queen, the dungeon they delved into, the cleric was pulled back in and the doors were shut behind him, and that is where we ended. So, hello everybody in chat. Sorry we had a little delay there. For some reason my computer decided to shit itself. But we back. Hello. Let's get some shout outs. We got the Jinner, sorry. Got Ginger.
Real close.
We got Bayless. We got that TGT. You know what we do. We got Sursa. But hello Steph, hello Ramber. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? How are you three doing?
Is that your emote? The guy from that's
Blasphemous? Yeah, all of my a ton of my melee emotes are all the Blasphemous stuff. Sursa's got like all of them. So
that's baller, dude.
Yeah. I love Blasphemous, best game ever. So,
yeah.
But hello, moderate existence. Well, that one hits a little hard. So how we all doing? I'm still trying to get reset up here because, like I said, everything shit the bed after I was set up. So we'll see what shows up. I'm
ready for drink 2.
Oh shit! I need to get a beer. I might do a quick beer run. Yeah.
I mean, I only had one earlier, so I'm working on the scotch tonight.
I'm 3 bumps of heroin in right now. I'm so ready to go.
That's it.
You're good, man. You're ready.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
fucking go.
What?
Friends, family,
country,
all you people out there in Twitch land. This is Victory Basic, created by Sursa Victory, my personal favorite content creator, awesome guy, amazing storyteller and game writer. I'm going to drop the Sursa again. Please go check him out. He recently just dropped a course for choice design and solo adventure game books. But the choice design section, let me tell you what, if you play games, or especially if you run games, will change the way you run games. It just gives you a much better perspective on like running adventures and how to offer choices to players. So definitely go check that out. But he created this amazing game, which is kind of a modern, I don't think he likes to use the term OSR, but it is basically an adaptation of the Dungeon World rules, but kicking it all the way back to OD&D. So if you've ever seen the original covers, this will look very, very familiar to you. The whole game is designed like the original OD&D, but basically it is 2d6 Dungeons and Dragons, but again, 1974 Dungeons and Dragons, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more brutal. The combat is not balanced. Players are encouraged to run or die, and you level up by looting treasure. You are not heroes. You are dungeoneers. You are looting bastards going into a dungeon, killing monsters, and stealing their treasure to get better. That is who you are.
We scrubs
one thing.
Right now.
Oh yeah, you hardcore scrubs. One thing that you'll notice too is there is no metagaming. There's not a lot of backstory. You are here to play the game. So Ginger is Ginger the fighter, Bayless is Bayless the cleric, and Hunter is Hunter the wizard. So, Bayless is new to the game tonight. So we'll see how that goes, but everyone's kind of new to the game because it's been a month. We've only played one session. So we will see how it goes. So, you know what I don't have going right now? And that's what I can hear in my head and what's killing me. We got no fucking music, homies.
Pick up the jams, man.
Let's kick up the jams.
Jam. Pump it up. Yeah.
Guys, come on. Let's not be too white.
No.
Sorry.
I literally glow in the fucking dark. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ryan hasn't
literally
outside in years.
I will attest to that. I honestly have said this numerous times. Anyone who knows me knows that my worst nightmare is running an errand at noon. It terrifies me and I hate it.
It's that night shift life, you know?
Both the sun and people are terrible. So, we are going to get into this. But you know what? I'm going to make a beer run. Entertain them.
Yeah.
Get some beer.
Entertain? We don't do
Listen.
that. How the fuck do
I am the game master now.
Yeah.
Okay, Steph, roll 2d6. See if you survive.
Steph and Jordan, roll 2d6. The one with the bigger number has to give the smaller number $5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Ramber, roll 1d6. If you get a number under 6, you have to send me nudes.
Can I send you nudes even if I don't roll that low?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Obviously.
My
That's
DMs
like
are always
unspoken
open.
rules. Yeah,
Yeah.
unspoken rules.
DMs are always open. I can't guarantee they're going to go to me, but yes.
You fucking idiot.
That's true.
Oh yes, I
that's
can
fair.
hear you as I
You
run
told
for a
us to
beer.
entertain. This is what we do.
How
No,
did Ramber roll 1d6 and got a
How
7?
would you roll 7 on
You can't. Okay,
1d6?
all right. So sorry. If you're rolling in chat, if you do exclamation point roll, it's always a d20. So if you want to roll a
Always a
d6,
Perfect.
if you want to roll d6, just do an exclamation point d6. There you go.
I guess I'm not getting anything from Amber. All right.
It's amazing. The bot's like,
Every-
no. Step bro.
Okay.
You can't get any nudes.
Yeah.
Stefferson,
PD6 doesn't work.
Gilded Steph. In order to roll any dice but 20, you have to do exclamation point D and then the dice. So 2d6 would be exclamation
We're
point
having a
d6,
really
exclamation
hard
point
time with
d6.
this.
Oh my god, chat is just dumb as bricks is what it comes down to. I love you all. Cheers, cheers. Let's fucking kill some players, everybody. How about that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Fine.
Let's do it.
I've not had a beer in so long. This is a Rogue Bat Squatch.
Bat
a
We
good
are
name.
sponsored by that.
Bat Squatch, yeah. It's a bat
Rogue.
Sasquatch.
In fact,
Hazy
we're all drinking
IPA.
that right now, so everyone hold your breath.
Yeah. I like how your drink is great. Like it's filtered out, Hunter. Like you've got the like
It's inappropriate. I've got the
PG-13
adult-
filter on
the
your
adult
on your
drink.
on your video. Like you can't see my drink.
It's all blurred out like a hentai
Dude,
fetus.
this is my favorite song straight up on this fucking...
It's just got the line. Which one though? Is it all white? Is it blurry? Is it just the line at the top? What are we talking about here? I don't. Which hentai penis are we talking about? Oh god. We're gonna get 5 minutes into this game in the next 3 hours. That's what's gonna happen now. That's what I'm calling. Oh, my overlays. Victory basic overlay. Alright, again, now let's, about the game, don't forget, we have blesses and banes. I have banes, they have blesses and shields. We're gonna go ahead and give give Bayless all of Moses' old shields because you wonderful people out there spent time and money to give those. So, we'll see what happens. And yeah, you notice that Moses isn't here. Moses was unable to continue currently with our game. We're playing on Saturday, but we're usually here on Thursdays. But who knows if that's
killed him.
the last time? That's the last time we'll
He's
see
dead.
Moses or not. We will see.
Yeah, forever. No, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess you'll find out. Oh, sad Moses. But maybe we'll see him again. Wink. Oh, you fuckers with all of this. I just pulled it up. What do we got? Someone needs to help me keep track of this. Who was the first one? Steph gave a bless to the old
One
Ginge.
So 3
Oh, so it's-
blesses, 1 to each of us, and you
Okay.
got a bane.
So one's across the board right now.
1's across the board.
All right. So everyone's at 6. Thank you so much for the biddies, Steph and
Ma'am.
Skull, and
Also, thank
and
you.
everybody.
Ryan, I guess.
Ryan doesn't need more help, guys.
I do. Can we get another exclamation point
Really-
cheese in the chat?
This game is already hard. Like, Ryan's
It's
like,
stacked
oh, yeah,
against us. Here, you want that plus
So
1?
hard.
Nope, negate it. Nope, negate
So
it.
hard.
Nope, negate it. Like, god damn it. So
Guys,
hard
this
right
game
now.
is
Wait, what?
rock hard. So,
So
I wonder if my... Emily said she was going to do homework at the desk next to me, but
and then
we're
she
already
bailed
fucked.
immediately.
She's
Yeah.
not even here anymore. I'm like, I wonder if
Yeah.
she already decided
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a bad idea.
Before we started
Oh my God,
our
we-
early banter, she's
we
like,
haven't even
no,
started.
not gonna happen.
We got a hype train going already. What is this?
Hype train.
2 more Banes. Look at Skull. I can always count on Skull. I'll tell you what. We haven't had any deaths yet, and it's already been an episode. So
Well, we went a little overcautious last time. Let's be real. We were like
69% hype train.
nice.
Nice. Yeah. No, but listen, you guys, I feel like you guys were the appropriate amount of cautious, especially for the first time, because you never know. Woo, woo, woo.
We got a feel. We'll just drag Bay along with us this time as we get a little.
Yeah,
more
hey, remember that
practice.
one time I ran through giant centipedes to unlock a thing? And I was like, they'll take care of it. It'll be
To get
fine.
gold.
Yeah, but you fucked up real bad.
Glass cannon. Let's just run through the bad guys.
Hey, I didn't. I only took 1 damage last time, so.
Yep.
You shielded.
Okay.
Because I shielded.
Because you shielded and you have shields. Oh, don't also, fam, they can only have 1 shield. 1 shield per person. I think it says it now in the shield thing down there, but they cannot get another shield until they use their shield. The way shields work is you can use a shield as a reaction when you would take damage to reduce all damage up to 10 points of damage. That also implies that there is damage beyond 10, just so you guys know. But you can reduce up to 10 points of damage. So,
Fuck? Do you say to me, guy?
So, a quick explanation of the game for those that aren't aware, especially what a 2d6 system is. All rolls, just about all rolls, are 2d6. So, and it is a... Oh, absolutely! Got us off that 69, but hit us with 2 blesses for besties. Who's the bestie with Jube? Who?
I'm guessing it's me.
Oh, okay. All right. That's 8 for you now. Is the music a little loud for everybody?
Oh, yeah.
It's a little loud for me, but is it loud for everybody?
I don't know, bro. I'm turning up in the club right now. I got an old fashioned. I'm dancing.
I had to crank down my volume when you started.
Actually, hey
it,
guys,
but-
we're not gonna play Victory Basics tonight. Just turn the music back up, and that's all we're gonna do the entire
We're just
time.
gonna drink
fucking
and dance.
This feels like a good level for me. Okay, so what was I saying? 2d6 system, it's a partial success system, which means if you roll 10 or higher, you completely succeed on what you're trying to do, a 12 being a critical success, and we'll see what great things come from that. If you roll between a 7 and a 9, which statistically you will, you get to succeed at what you're doing, but there's a complication. A monster gets to hit you back, or your spell misfires, or something like that happens. Something else happens on top of your success, and if you roll 6 or less, you fail, and if you roll that snake eyes, you done fucked up, kid. And good luck, because I got a whole table now of critical failures courtesy of Sursa Victory.
Oh, yay!
Thanks, Sursa.
And that is the basics of the whole game. All the players have character sheets that define exactly what they can and can't do, who they can and can't be, and in addition to that, I feel like my mic is just redding out the top. All the players have attribute scores, which are the same as OD&D. It's a standard 6, and then we'll see what happens from there. If you guys look through that, you'll see your basic stuff. There's some things that you haven't done before, like search the room is a wisdom check, or like there's like a lore check and stuff like that. So we'll be able to see what happens with all of that. But this dungeon that you guys have found is the Sepulchre of the Lich Queen. Last time 3 of you, not including Bay, went in. You discovered a gentleman hanging from a cage early on who told you about a Cyclops
Right.
that is part
Which
of
is
a
that guy.
Yeah. I don't remember how much information I gave you about what the Cyclops was doing.
Where do we?
But he is there.
Right.
You found a fountain, explored it for a real long time and didn't find anything, but on the fountain is a lady pouring water, but her head is missing. The statue's head is missing. As you continued in, you found a room. Yeah, you found a room with a treasure chest with the devil's head on it with 2 ruby's eyes, except it's only 1 because 1 is missing. And when you went for that, you battled 2 carrion crawlers to get through that. And when you entered the next room, you found what appeared to be kobolds protecting a dais that had this kind of mechanized dragon on it that they seemed to have been worshipping, but they were being attacked by goblins. You initially started attacking the goblins, but then also attacked the kobolds, so they all started attacking you. And then one of the kobolds set off the dragon, which spurt out flames, at one point separating all of you. I think one of the moves of the game last time was Hunter using Mage Hand to activate the dragon again. and it wiped out a bunch of the kobolds. You guys then, as the battle was continuing on and you were getting weaker and weaker, decided, fuck it, beneath the dragon was a big pile of treasure, and you snatched it up and ran like little bitches and ran out of the sepulcher of the Lich Queen. As you were exiting, Moses, your cleric, was trailing behind, and suddenly hands grasped him, dragged him back in, and slammed the door shut behind him. And that is where we start today. So, all of the gold that you guys found in room 4, if you're leaving the dungeon, when you count it up, it came out to 27 gold in coins and trinkets. And you also found a scroll.
Oh.
You did. Curled up in there. You found a scroll of wizard lock.
Perfect.
The thing that you failed on last time, Hunter.
Hey, listen, I have no memory of whatever you're talking about, so I don't remember me failing. I only remember just constant success.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
Success
yeah,
with a catch. With a catch.
Yeah.
Always a catch.
So, oh hey Andy, I think I saw a resub from Andy too. Evil Andy, miss you, buddy. Come play games with us. So, wizard lock, for those that don't know, one door, gate, or portal you can see is held shut until you dismiss the effect, cast a spell again, or stop to rest. Only a magic user of a greater level of experience than you may force open to hold. May force open a door held by this spell. Ooh, and Andy comes through with a Bane. Thank you, sir.
I think our party caller last time was Hunter, but I'll say
I am the party caller. I call us a party.
Who wants to be? Yeah, what is your plan, homies? Who wants to? I assume we talked about Ginger being the mapper again.
I'll keep mapping for this one.
So wait,
Okay.
are we resting and divvying up treasure right now?
That is what you can do. You can rest, and then after your rest, you seek from the town reinforcements. You have heard of a cleric named Bayless, who seems pretty badass.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll help you.
Yeah.
So, resting. If you look at what you can do when you rest, I'm finding that page right now. Resting.
Bayless, who do you worship?
So,
Pure chaos.
pure chaos. Boy.
Pure chaos.
Yep.
Just like
Chaos,
me every day.
boys.
Well, Hunter,
I
I'm
know-
good with
So-
divvying gold between the three of us and kind of using that first 9 gold as a way to get Bay to come back down to the death trap with us.
Wait, we had
hold
27
on.
gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 9
Listen,
each.
Ginger-
It takes, I think it's 100 gold for you to
100
advance to the
level.
next level. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are a
Let's-
quarter of the way there?
Let's do it. 9 down the middle.
Even,
You
or
know?
even
Not
split.
down the middle, down the thirds. You know.
Yeah.
Cool. So when you rest for an entire night outside the dungeon, you recover all lost hit points, expended spells, and once per day abilities. However, the referee will however, I do some shit that could suck for you. So, that's where we're at. So basically, you get all your shit back. You're just fresh and new, like babies out of the womb.
Fresh like a waffle-wee.
Fresh like a waffle wee.
Wait
So
a baby.
you're heading back in, homies.
Let's
I know
do
you
it.
said there's no RP to this, but can I just say that I look like Lemmy from Motorhead?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can RP a little bit. I'm just saying you don't need to
Oh,
have
wait,
a whole
no.
character backstory in the whole
Got it.
nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's not the focus of it. It's
Yeah. I just, for my own sake, I want to look like Lemmy with the cowboy hat, sket skull on it, whole fucking Nelson.
That character sounds like Gilbert Godfrey. I'm not even gonna try to do that voice. Just nails the chalkboard.
nope.
Just know that
Oh.
it does.
Yes, Sursa. So we have a new thing that Sursa's dropping.
Cool.
I need to. What I want to do is mute the notifications on Discord so they don't come through the stream, so I don't hear bling all night long.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I can really do that.
Everyone message Ryan on Discord right now. Quick.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
But I won't. I will just have it. Don't actually message me, you piece of shit. So what we have is Dungeoneer Backgrounds, which is a new thing that I think is coming in. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. Cersa can say if he did. But each Dungeoneer is an occupation that they abandon to delve the dungeons. When a player creates a Dungeoneer, you can roll on the table. So this you're going to get as you head back in, and you just give a little bit of your background. But the fun thing about this is I know there's no like quote unquote, it's not a ton of RP, but these are actually mechanical benefits as part of your background. So can I get all three of you to roll me a D100? So you can just roll that into, ooh, what is this? Oh, is this what your cleric looks like? Fuck yeah. Who doesn't know what Lemmy looks like?
It's plebs.
I pleb.
Okay, so Ginger with the 93.
I'm burning my big roll on the background. I'm concerned.
You are our fighter is a thief in a past life. So each
I'm a
background,
Ginger Ninja. It works. It works.
a Ginger Ninja.
I'm good.
So each background grants the dungeon.
I broke Bay already. I love it.
All right, listen. Each background grants the Dungeoneer several areas of expertise. Once per day, a Dungeoneer may ask the referee a question about their current situation related to their area of expertise. The referee rolls a die in secret, me. On the result of a 46, they give a truthful answer. On a 1 to 3, they give the Dungeoneer a false or misleading answer, and I don't tell you which one. They don't grant combat bonuses or any additional benefits, but you do get to ask that one question once per day on your area of expertise. So, write this down. You can ask a question about coins, deceptions, or mechanical traps. You got that, Ginger Ninja?
Mechanical
Traps.
traps.
Hunter, our wizard, used to be a tailor before he became a wizard. Or a seamstress. You were a seamstress.
Seamstress. For sure, I was a seamstress.
Your area of
My parents wanted me
expertise
to be a doctor, but I couldn't make it in school.
No. Apparently you couldn't hack it as a seamstress either. You can add... Your area of expertise are clothing, finery, gyms, and nobility. And Bay. Bay. 23. In a past life, you were an embalmer. Makes sense for a cleric. Yeah. You can ask questions. Your area of expertise are chemicals, rituals, and the dead. Chaos cleric that used to be an embalmer? Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a great fucking table. It's a great fucking table.
Say one more time, the dead.
Chemicals, rituals, and the undead.
Got it. Cool, thanks.
I wish I had another chatting thing. Is there a way that I can... No.
I'm all about it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open my sound settings, and I'm going to put... I'm going to see if I can put...
Do it.
Advanced options. I'm going to put Discord... where I put BB cable. I think it's cable A. Yeah. All right. So hopefully I can hear that. Hunter, why don't you message me real quick? Hopefully that came to me and didn't come through on the desktop audio sound. But we'll see in the VOD.
Check it in post.
Check it in post! There are some very attractive men on the screen. Look at all these bearded fellows I got with me. Look at these motherfuckers.
I mean, Bebe steals the show, but...
Shut up.
Alright, so 48 minutes in. Same as last time, we're going to get 2 hours into a 3-hour game. Wonderful, but it's Saturday night, so we'll go as long as you guys can go, because guess what? This is a breakfast beer, baby.
Yeah.
Ryan's like, I work night shifts.
I just woke up. I'm getting buzzed for the day. Woo woo. So
Hell yeah.
friends.
Roman.
Yeah, lend me your ears. You have exited the dungeon, surviving for a day. You have called on the ex-embalmer cleric Bayless to help you in your journey, and you are re-entering the sepulcher of the Lich Queen. We have our mapper. Do we have our party caller?
Yeah, I can be caller one more time
All right.
until Big.
So you are caller. Yeah. So you are caller.
that in the-
and
My
let's-
ideas went over so well last time.
It's more that like group decisions go through Hunter essentially,
Got
and then
basically
ultimately
since there's
treasure.
yeah. So basically the party caller is responsible for relaying group decisions. So if you guys are all chatting, the person who gives me the final answer is Hunter. It's like, this is what we decided, and if everyone isn't sure if it's like split, the party caller gets the final say, and then the party mapper has to actually map out the dungeon, because the way the lighting is set up, you will not see the whole thing at all times. So you have to be able to actually get out of the dungeon and find your way around, only seeing what is lit up, which in this dungeon is very little outside of the torches you each carry. You're responsible for keeping the map, but the party caller is also responsible for making all wandering monster rolls, because there are times, say that you decide to break down a door with brute force, you have created a lot of noise, and I might have the party roll for a wandering monster that might have heard you, and it's gonna come run and fuck with you real bad. So that's how that'll go. So that's what they're responsible for. So you all return to the sepulcher of the Lich Queen. Let me I really need to just set this up on my iPad so I can have a whole.
Here,
There's that.
Bay, I'll reshare what I had from last session in the planning channel so you can take a look.
Oh, okay.
The map.
Yeah, the map. Gib.
Fucking
There's not much to it yet. We didn't get very far, but
And it took us a few hours. We got like 3 rooms in.
Well, we spent a while doing the let's investigate through the first 2 rooms.
Hey, this is
But
like
then
an
get our
amazingly
ass
functional
kicked.
map, and I appreciate you for it.
Thank you.
MS Paint is a glorious thing.
Oh, I
So-
use it all the
Oh,
time.
you mean his map? Yeah.
So I see that
Oh
you've
yeah,
got
so
the.
this one's fine too, I guess. You know.
So I see you've got the one-eyed treasure chest marked. Says needs ruby to
Yep.
open. You guys never opened that with a ruby. Got it.
Correct. We didn't get
Okay.
the other ruby. When we talked to the guy in the previous adventurer, he had mentioned basically the door that has the diamond on it
Mhm.
was locked, which was a spell that was supposed to expire. So we should be able to go that path versus trying to go the way we went the first time.
Okay.
So we can branch that way and see if we can find the ruby and then backtrack to the fancy treasure chest. Is my thought, at least. Oh yeah, we can
I'm
kind
into
of
it.
just move ourselves around the map here. So I know my role, and it makes
I'm a
sense.
wizard.
I'm the mapper, so I
I'm a
can
wizard.
lead as the big chonky boy.
And there's no movement speed, correct? To a degree.
No, it's kind of like reasonable movement. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
until
there
you
shouldn't
learn
be
the
anything
instant
in
teleportation
here.
spell. You know.
Right. So we go back into the room
Yeah.
with the cages. Is there anything changed in here from the last time? Are there still the guys there swinging in the cage?
So you see what appears to be the kind of in all its cartoony dungeon fashion, the legs of a skeleton hanging from the one, because that's how skeletons work. And from the other, you do see the legs hanging from the gentleman.
I forgot. Before we go into the dungeon. Sorry, Ryan. You want to finish what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, you see his legs dangling, and that's all you see.
I tickle his feet. No, I'm going to cast a ritual.
When you tickle his feet, you get no response.
Well, I wasn't really that hung up on that guy being alive anyway, so it goes. Hey Ryan, I'd like to cast a ritual which I haven't done before. So
Okay.
Did
you want to say that you cast it at the doors?
Yes.
Okay. What is a ritual?
I would like to cast a ritual to give everything, like, I don't know, a -1 to hit us.
What is the ritual?
Let's see.
Or what page are you on?
It's probably on like 20-ish. I have it saved as a thing, but ritual is on 21.
Sursa here.
Ooh, yeah,
Sliding
Sursa.
in.
I am the
Requires
referee,
a
but Sursa is
place of
God.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, God Himself says it requires a place of power. So, isn't anywhere that I am a place of power, though? You know.
You're
No,
still
wait a minute.
level 1
So-
scrub. We're not powerful yet.
Yeah.
No, I just
What?
meant
So
me.
wizard ritual once per day outside of battle, you may draw upon a place of arcane power. Yeah. So you have to be in. So there are places that are actually places of power. Might find some in the dungeon. We'll see. But if you are able to stumble across some places of power,
Okay. Got it.
you can cast a ritual. So
Got it.
So,
Yeah.
So I guess just to test out these new background functions, because wonderfully coincidental. As somebody who knows the dead, how long has this non-skeletal guy been dead? If I give him a poke on the legs.
he seems to have succumbed sometime overnight, because you know that yesterday he was alive talking to all of you. You fucking idiot. So, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. So again, so your area of expertise, I mean, I'll give you little things like that every now and then, but the way the area of expertise works is if it's like a legitimate, like real question, it's a once per day roll.
Okay, got it.
And I'll roll a 1d6 secretly,
Once per
and either
day.
give you a truthful answer or an untruthful answer.
Okay.
Let me actually,
Alright.
if you guys are gonna keep doing that,
So we'll-
I
we'll
actually need to
banter a bit.
resize it.
Yeah. Well,
Just-
Well,
hey, yeah.
we had gone that right way the first time through, so I think
You had gone the right way. Yep, now go the wrong way.
Let's go the
well-
wrong way this time.
yes.
And
This
you
was
guys are
this
paying me.
bottom this bottom path was the one that we were trying to go down before we had a bit of a complication.
Uh-huh.
Listen, you guys just remember the rules. I have to stand in the back because a thing can kill me in one hit. Less than one
That's
hit.
true.
Look,
Well, you have a
guys
shield,
are-
so you get 2 hits. You get 2 hits.
You guys are paying me to do this. I come back if I die. I'm not really worried about it. Just tell me where I'm going.
Hey, you're good. Cool.
Yeah. The chaos will bring me back if I die. I'm not really worried about it. So you tell me where I'm going.
Worshipper of the storm.
So I say, let's open the door, kind of slowly open the door, but we check out what's in this room
Yeah, I agree. Why don't you lead the way?
to the south. Of course. So I kind of peek. The Ginger Ninja kind of peeks through the door. I tries to open it
Okay.
a little bit and see what's through.
You try to open it a little bit. Let's remember if this door is unlocked. Oh, you guys never even asked for his name, and honestly, I got a name for him.
Who?
The dead guy.
Wait,
Cage
who-
boy.
Oh, I don't know. I don't care. Don't tell me.
Dude.
I don't want to know
Cage boy.
it. Ryan, what's his name?
Well, he died. You don't know.
Rip. That's okay. He wasn't friendly enough for me to care
He
about. his
wasn't a
name,
sharing
so-
type, anyways. Really.
Yeah, yeah.
So, as the door opens, you see a hallway stretching out before you.
Do I notice anything in this hallway? It's perception and wisdom, right?
I have 2 things I can do. I can check for traps.
Oh.
So this hallway, we're heading towards the main chamber, I think. But I still, just being a hallway without a door, like I'm kind of concerned that we're gonna run into a trap here and something bad was gonna happen. So I can just go ahead and, I'll ask the question first. I'll use the new mechanic, and I can ask the question about whether or not there's a mechanical trap in this hallway.
So you know you get that once per day question.
Yeah, I have a second one too. So as a dwarf, I can also once per day ask, and you must, within my line of sight, and you must answer truthfully. So
I
I've got
must
2
answer
trap
truth.
checks. I believe so.
So you're using your once per day background as, what was your background again? A thief?
The thief
Little thiefy boy?
to see if they're basically like checking for a trap in this hallway.
Okay,
that we're on.
so how that works is I roll a 1d6. And if I roll a 4 through 6, I tell you the truth. And if I roll less than that, I give you a misleading answer.
We never know which one's which.
Nope.
Cool.
So yes, there actually is a trap in here.
He's lying. Just run in. He's lying.
Yeah.
I'll stay right here.
That was the rate, but the racials don't, right, Sursa? Like if it's the racial ability around.
Oh, this isn't a racial ability. This is a background ability. But
Yeah.
but I didn't think that they rolled for that.
What's I'm saying, like backgrounds and racial isn't a roll, right? It's just a question, different from searching for a trap like a normal check. I think.
Must give a truthful answer for the dwarf one. No roll required.
Yeah. But I'm not using that
So
one yet.
this is your background ability. So
The
Yeah.
thief background one.
And there is a trap, he says.
that's what I said.
So there's a trap.
So either you rolled a 1 through 3 and you have to lie about the fact that there's no trap, or you rolled truthfully and you have to say there is a trap.
Listen, there are 2 guards at the doors. One always tells the truth.
Right.
Right.
That's excitement to start with, right?
Yes. The only way you get it right is if you've seen Labyrinth.
David Bowie. That's the
Yeah.
answer.
The answer is
Cock
David
uses.
Bowie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me some of that Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
See, everything. So, I have not read enough OD&D, but I can imagine someone who's read a bunch of OD&D when they read through Victory Basic, they're just going to be like, ah, shit, like about 1,000 times. Because
Yeah.
every aspect of this game, and every time Sarsa's like, oh yeah, also this, I was like, man, some of this stuff is like not super easy to get all the information you need. He's like, oh yeah, that's on purpose because that's how OD&D was. It was terrible. You couldn't find it all there. So I wrote the entire book the same way. I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking genius, guy.
Just
Like,
callbacks.
oh, it's so good.
Yep.
It's just callbacks on callbacks. So
But then we take it easy. Like single file if there's potential for a trap. Obviously we don't know if it's truthful or not, but rushing forward may be a bad idea.
I mean, we can still roll. I mean, we can still roll to check out the room, but we will, like Sir said, incur risk by doing that.
yeah.
But
But also don't forget, this is not, so everyone knows, again, this is not
Yeah.
5th edition. If you decide to like walk around and explore the room, you just walk around and explore the room. Like most things don't necessarily require that. Like if you're just like, okay, like I would like to say I searched the entire room. Yeah, you'll roll a roll to potentially find secret doors and stuff like that. But if you're just like, oh, I go over there and check that out, you can just go check it out. So like this is like rules light and rolls light because don't forget,
I mean,
every
are there any
roll rolls a risk of a huge
distinguishing
consequences.
Right.
on the hallway, then is there anything about that? Is
Oh,
it just like
also,
a straight?
all doors slam shut behind you. Don't forget that.
Yep.
Unless propped open.
That's-
And to prop it open
that's-
takes a use of a Dungeoneer's kit.
It's a thing, so we can't just freely do it.
Yeah.
Which is what the mapping.
So, as you walk through this hallway, you don't appear. It seems to be pretty, almost more, not quite rough-hewn stone, but not necessarily 100% finished. Like maybe there might have been some tiles in here eventually, or maybe something like that. But you don't see anything outside of the ordinary.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we can-
I search. Yeah. Let's
Go
go.
Go.
Yeah,
Go for it.
absolutely. Yeah, go forward.
Step by step here.
Okay.
And I'll just stay where I am. I feel good where I
Yeah.
am. I feel very confident where I am.
Okay.
I will noticeably get in front of you and continue walking forward. Then.
Right. Keep the glass cannon
Oh.
protected.
Oh, and clerics in this game aren't like little,
They're not squishy.
like
Little soft
they're
boys.
clerics. Sursa posted a picture before. The clerics in this, they're more like war and like war clerics, like hardcore, like badass armored beefcakes.
I'm a cleric of Thor.
Yeah, especially chaos clerics. So Ginger, actually, as you get to the end of the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
The flame.
you come across a door.
Oh, door? Can I hear anything through the door?
Would you like to? Should I make you roll for that? Let me see if you hear anything through the door. When you listen, you don't hear anything through the other side of the door.
Okay. Then I will do kind of the same slow open on the door.
There's that picture, Ginger, that Cersei just posted.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Oh, dude, I love that game. I had that game.
That's all you homies. You're all fucking
yeah.
I like
badass.
Maxed out
Yes.
on everything. Magic, 0. Like,
Yeah.
don't put me near a spell, but everything else, I got you.
Dude, Hexen for the 64 was a great game, actually.
So yeah, I crack the door open and see kind of what room this leads into.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We've been here before.
This is
Oh,
connected
wait a
to
minute.
that
Wait a
room.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, guys, wait. Something feels wrong.
No, but hold up, though.
I didn't think there was a door there. That's weird.
Honestly,
Oh,
big
yeah.
shout out my girlfriend though, because she just made coffee because I'm sleepy.
Oh, get it.
Hey,
I had some earlier because we're gonna need it tonight,
Yeah, I'm all out of cocaine, so.
right?
so
Ship
we're
us
going to
some
make me
stuff,
some coffee.
right? Ship it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you come down into what appears to be a large open room, with a dais that you have been in before. You have in this room before.
Yeah, I didn't have a door.
Wait,
here.
hold on a
Weird. I must not
second.
have- I didn't
This
see a
room
door
looks
on this
familiar.
Part. Right. I see the bodies of our previous enemies. Okay. Can I see if I go forward? Is there still any fighting happening in the room?
There is not any fighting happening in the room currently. No.
Okay. So we still take it slow, but there should be a door on this end and then this end. Can we check the bodies for any valuables while they're laying there, assuming there's still bodies on the ground?
Sure. Yeah, you can totally try to loot some bodies if you would like. One thing you notice as you get deeper into this room, though, is that his logo is based on the symbols from Hex and Heretic. I think I knew that already. But that mechanical dragon that was in the front, when the battle was raging, every time the flame went, it was kind of breaking down a little bit. And when you look at that dais now, it is just a pile of dragon pieces left.
Oh, it had ruby eyes, right?
No, it just had red eyes because I wanted to draw something different, but it didn't have ruby eyes.
Yeah, maybe that's what that
Or
last time.
if it did, they're just glass, and it's pretty easy to tell that they're just glass.
It's not the
real
right
rubies.
ones to fit into the other.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. In the very next room, come on.
It's a really
check
hard
it,
puzzle.
you never
The
Right.
keys in the next room.
Go to the dragon.
Is there any bombable walls in this room? Okay.
So as I go through, I see. Well, one, is there any? Does it take a roll for the goodies on the bodies, or are we just kind of?
Yeah.
No, so as you go over the bodies, you find some like terrible equipment that won't fit any of you. Some really bad like.
How do they smell?
Not great. They stink like poo.
kobolds and goblins,
Yeah, they stink real bad.
stings the nostrils.
Yeah.
I'd like to check this. I'd like to check around the broken down dragon for any, valuables.
Yeah,
As it
no,
were.
you actually you straight fucking jacked all of the treasure from this before. It looked like the kobolds
All the good shit.
had kind of barricaded this space, had this dragon that they were kind of worshiping. They had put treasure underneath that apparently is maybe like a almost kind of like an altar to their dragon lineage, potential dragon overlord. You guys jacked all of it and bounced. And then something happened with the rest of the kobolds and goblins. You're not quite sure what it was. They're just not here anymore. And as you go through the bits and pieces, it's mostly, like I said, broken chunks of stuff that formed a thing, but there's nothing really there. There's no there, you know?
Yeah. So this looks like, as I walk towards this left side, is this gated? Like a blocked path here? On
Yeah, so what you see here actually is...
Shadows freak out.
Yeah, what you see is a portcullis that comes down, closing off this space, and you don't see a way to open it from this side. But as you peek through, you get a glimpse of what appears to be a tiled floor. And the tile makes out some type of decorative mosaic, but you can't see all of it to see what it is. You can't tell what it depicts.
Can we see like a lever or like a release system on the other side?
From where you're at, you don't actually see anything like that.
Does the mosaic on the floor seem like it's a repeating pattern, kind of like it's starting to be like a pattern design, or just a image that we can't quite see all of yet?
It seems to be more like an image that you are unable to tell what it is at this point.
Gotcha.
Than any type of design. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So that might be a shortcut back. So we gotta kind of go. Yeah.
Try the other door.
Far side it. See, is this door unlocked, and a potential path forward?
Kick it in.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Let's
boot
not
the door.
be too hasty here. So
Surprise, motherfucker.
Dead wizard, motherfucker.
I'm in the back, sir.
So similar, kind of open the door slowly.
I would like to pick up the wizard and use him as a battering ram to open the door.
Perfect.
Carry him forward with you.
Yeah.
I take 5 damage and die. Yeah, roll a d6.
Basically.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Concussion,
Okay.
yeah.
You said you're going to crack open the door?
Yeah, the slow open. See what's through this right side door, east door.
Easternmost.
Okay. Is that door locked? Who knows? Let's find out.
One, to who?
3. So as you get to that door, it is not locked. You are able to open it.
Okay, and I kind of peek around the corner here of this seeming hallway.
The seeming hallway? Yeah. It's
Or the
definitely...
hallway thing, whatever it's...
The hallway of seeming.
Yeah, what I said. I said what I said.
Yeah.
There's a door on the other end.
But yeah, you are in what appears to be this kind of like hallway space. And there seems to be a door on the other side as it loops around.
So I have a question.
One of my buddies just texted me and said I'm a wizard, so apparently they're watching. So shout out Dustin, wherever you are.
Nice. So I have a
You're a
question
wizard,
for
Hunter.
either Melee or Circe, who's in the chat. It says that as a cleric that I get to I get to petition my deity. Is that a once a day kind of thing too? Kind of like the question.
It should say what I need to just hyperlink the shit out of this. Your cleric.
It says when you petition your deity on a 10+, you deal an extra 4 damage times.
Yeah,
your
once
level.
per day when you pray outside. You're saying the divine petition?
Okay, got it. If I had kept scrolling, I would have seen an answer.
Once per
Got
day
it.
when you pray outside battle.
In a place of divine power. Yeah.
So it's just like a
Similar.
ritual.
Got it.
Well, so, and then there are, unless I'm completely mistaken, there are divine places of power and arcane places of power. Two different places of power options for the two
Are
different
there any
casters.
divinely arcane places of power? It's so magical, it's godly. Or it's so
so
godly,
magical,
it's
it's
magical.
godly.
Place
There you go.
place of all
Options.
power. All of it. So I guess we're gonna check the next door since we've
Yeah,
got
let's
only
open
one
this.
path forward here.
Okay. So as you check this next door, you find it to be unlocked.
Oh, I see something there. I'm gonna take a look from this kind of
guys, there's a chair. Watch out. Chair?
He just runs the fuck in. It's like
Yeah.
I see like a. So if we see anything from like this entry point of the room, this early area.
What kind of chair is it?
Yeah, what you see from here, because again, you're all carrying torches. That's what this light is. It seems like most of the dungeon is not lit. But you did notice that there was, I mean, I left the torch on the dragon, but that was mostly lit up when it was like had fire inside, so I could breathe it. But this room is dark, so your torches illuminate what appears to be a large throne dominating the middle of the room. And what you see on the walls as you walk in as well are murals. And as you look at them more closely, all the way around the room, what you see are murals that appear to depict heroic actions.
Such as?
Different people in each mural or the same person?
Different people in each mural. There's one that shows somebody slaying a dragon, the whole standard, like sword in, foot on top of it. There's another that shows what appears to be this kind of overwhelming force, but this light coming from the sky on this small group that appears to be carving into it. Things like that. Each one you see, it appears to be some type of hero or group of heroes overcoming some obstacle in a heroic way, all around the room.
Should I sit
Different
in the
metal
throne,
album covers
guys?
on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm concerned
So-
about the random throne in this room.
I kind of want to sit on the throne. Okay, go
So
ahead.
here's the
Brian.
thing about the throne. And again, this isn't 5e, so you get to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You see this massive, majestic throne on a dais. Now you can sit in the throne if you would like, and if you do, I'm gonna need.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cast Detect Magic on the throne.
Okay. Why don't you roll to see if you detect magic? And don't forget, there is a complication. Oh shit!
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
All right,
son.
now,
get it.
now,
Get it.
now, hold on. We got some new stuff here.
Oh shit!
We
son.
got a. So Sursa, would I roll on? I'll just say the EP spell effect table for this.
I just critted that spell, so you know.
The check. The first crit we've had.
That'll be the only time I do that tonight.
Roll me a D8, sir. Hunter.
Hey, maybe you're gonna get powered up for whatever is to come. Be a good thing.
All right.
3.
Hey.
Damn, son. You, damn. As you cast Detect Magic in this room full of these heroic murals, these acts of heroism in front of this majestic throne, you feel this sense of accomplishment, of just I don't know what to say except to repeat heroicism that just it pervades the whole thing. You are empowered by it. You are imbued by this sense of victory and accomplishment. You are
This
wreathed.
basic sense
Is
of
it- is it-
victory.
A power
Yeah.
of powered by the feeling of Sursa victory, like though that
Yeah, it is the feeling. It is a Circe-is
feeling of
victoriousness. Yeah. But you feel victory wreathe you in a magical aura. First of all, yes, the chair's magic is fuck. Second,
Hey.
As fuck.
The spell wreathes you as you cast it, increasing your armor by 2 until the next time you stop to rest.
Yo.
You have armor. You actually have armor.
No.
A whole
Yeah.
2 armor, which is 2
You
more
got
than
2
what you
whole
had.
Two
armor.
more than 0 is 2.
Exactly.
That's how math
Never
works.
so.
Woohoo! Good job, guys. So, friends.
Magic as fuck. Got it.
Magic as fuck is what this chair
Super
is.
magic.
I'm gonna. I think. Fuck it. I'm gonna like chug the rest of my smoke, and I'm gonna have it sit down on the throne. I'm just gonna like.
You know what,
flick the
guys?
cigarette
I'm
off the side
down.
and
If
sit
you guys
down.
want to like YOLO, I'm good to YOLO.
Okay. Fuck
All
it.
right, without even hearing what
Connor?
the throne does, my friends.
Why you
Listen,
wanna-
I can't tell what the throne does through detect magic. I just see that it is magical. So you know what? Listen,
Is that?
Jay,
I
if
didn't
you
even
wanna
look
sit
at what
in-
detect magic shows. Is that what it is? That it just shows that something is magical?
It just shows me like aura. In my
Does it
current
give
line
you
of sight.
a sense of like what the aura
Um,
is?
This does not reveal effects or curses, just the presence of magic. So I can just tell that things
Yeah.
are magical.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause I'm a
so
little magic
actually,
boy, so
when you detect this aura is so bright, you almost have to shield your eyes. It's like staring into this just like beaming gold light that just pervades this room. If the aura was light, the light would be like daytime in here.
I put on
And
like
you
I
just-
pull out sunglasses from nowhere, and they're just like,
I'm here for chaos, man. If we want
Fuck
to
it.
deal with the magic
"Alright,
implications,
sit in the fucking chair,
I'm good.
do it. You're gonna be a
Chaos.
god.
Yep.
It's like, yeah,
Chaos
so you're
guys
now
me.
invincible for the next day.
either
So-
a god or you're like insta dead. Like you got pretty much 2 options. Like you're yeah, that YOLO,
Fuck it.
full send.
Full sand.
So what I need
Yes.
from you is a charisma roll.
Okay.
So it's 2d6 plus your
that was
charisma.
Right. Okay. And I can +1 in roll 20, right? I
Yes.
don't remember if it did. Yeah.
You can like roll 2. Yeah.
Oh shit! Get it.
Damn, son. 10.
Damn, son.
10 is a success. That is a pure success.
Damn, son.
So as you flick your cigarette away, chaos reigns.
Yeah.
No, Andy, this is not a place of power. This is a special room. So again, as myself and Sursa were creating this dungeon, we rolled for literally everything. I created like a basic general layout, but every room, the way this
Nice.
game works, this is how fucking badass this game is from Sursa Victory. You can fill out every single thing as you go through the thing. So you roll in and you see what terrain features are in there. You see if there's monsters or traps or puzzles in there. And when you do that, you can actually roll on trap tables, monster tables. So all of this is randomly rolled and then decided on. So this was literally from a table within the game itself, which is just...
That's
The
right.
more you go through this, the more complicated and awesome it all comes together. You realize just how fucking badass it is. So what you, sir, get to do is, as you are also filled with this, what did I say it was before?
Victorious.
Sursanious
Oh,
victory,
yeah.
Just a basic
feeling of victory. Hey, Jedi Mama, thank you so much for the raid.
Jedi Mama. Mwah.
Jedi Mama.
Yeah. Hello, hello, hello.
What up, friends?
We are
Weird
currently
city.
playing Victory Basic, and they have found a special room. They found this majestic throne in a room covered where the walls are filled with murals of heroic acts. And our new cleric Baelus decided to just plop down in that throne. And when he did, he felt this presence invade his mind. But you're able to tame it. You're able to harness this feeling of heroism. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why heroicism. I don't know why I said that. The feeling of heroism. You can bank this because you haven't even seen monsters yet in the dungeon. You can magically command. You can give one monster a command that they have to follow.
Okay.
and
Oh,
you can
shit.
bank that.
Sick. Got
Any
it.
So-
restrictions on that command? Like, can you command to hurt
within-
itself?
We'll see.
Well, I know command is a spell that I
Whoa.
have potential or have access to. So I'm guessing
Having
it
Well,
works
so
on the
it's-
same premise.
Converting
So-
the fight for us is better.
Let's see. You can see with hit
Nice.
dice, it does one simple thing you ask, provided you don't ask it to harm itself. I would say that it goes by the command spell. I would say
Okay.
it goes by the command spell. Mama
That works.
Guac, hello.
So I got a free command spell, basically. One time use.
One time use, free command spell.
Got it.
As you feel imbued by this heroism. So this room is damn good to you guys. Good job. Power of heroin lets you command monsters. Yes. Heroinism. So we got a bay and a hunter. Oh shit.
Thanks.
All right. Someone needs to help me. Someone needs to
Thanks,
help me with all
Mama and
this.
Okay.
Mama.
Someone needs to help me with all this. Hit me
we
with it
got
from the
two
beginning.
more
bays,
bay,
two bays,
two hunters now.
Wait, one
ginger.
person.
One
Okay, party mapper. Hit me
Party
with totals.
caller. I got two
Ginger,
for
how many
bay.
do you got? All right, 2 for bay.
Yeah, we all got. All three of
Settings.
us got 2.
Everyone got 2? That's what it came out to?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
We all-
where's
We
Sure.
all 3 got one from Mama and Mother.
I gotta start banning all your fucking rolls, guys.
And you
At
got
least
a
get
bane
you to-
from
Did I get
Mama.
one from Mama?
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
go from Mama.
You got a bane from Mama.
Woo. Yeah, I gotta start using these. That's it. We're getting up to double
Burn through
digits.
our-
Gotta start using them.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
we'll
The
start
more I
doing
get,
oh
the
my
more I gotta
God,
use
you
them.
have double-digit banes.
Double digit bane sucks to be you, bitches.
Yeah.
Oh, wait
We're
a
gonna
minute.
fight
I
the
think I
combat
accidentally made bays 2. But I think it's 8. Yeah.
I'm sitting at 8.
I think it's 10.
Do you think it's 10? I thought
Definitely
he was
12.
Okay, fuck
Definitely
off.
12.
All right. So,
I'm trying.
right.
Bay. I did.
you might be short a little, but that's good enough for you. And don't forget those shields are once. You can only have one,
Yeah.
so don't give them
Yeah.
One
unless
time.
you got the one. So thank you again so much for the raid, Jedi Mama. Hope you had a great stream. So you guys are continuing. Well, or what are you doing? Because you are now in this room, and now that you've set on the chair, the presence, this heroism, you still feel kind of a residual to it, but maybe the murals don't seem quite as vibrant. Maybe the
It's
sense
like-
doesn't.
There are people like going to the grocery store now or like starting their day. It's like, I guess it's heroic, but not like in
Yeah.
a grandiose sense, you know?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, in the essential kind of way. But no. But you, that's what Ginger and Hunter feel is almost kind of something. It's almost slightly deflated. Still got an afterglow. Still feels good, but it's
Yeah.
not that like beaming vibrance as was before. But you,
The
Bayless,
saturation
you-
is turned down.
but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
feel that
Still have-
saturation. But
still
you,
have a
Bayless,
chubby,
feel that
not rock hard
saturation.
anymore, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But no, Bayless
Right.
is rock hard, is what I'm saying. You
But
specifically,
now-
you still feel that sense of heroism deep within you, deep
Hey,
inside you. Yeah.
He's a diamond in an ice storm, you know?
Yeah.
I'm down to check out this hallway, though, if you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like.
Yeah.
I
So
peeked
so
down
what
the
you
hallway.
see is there's a hallway here, and you also saw a door over here.
Yeah.
So
There was a door
Alright.
over there.
yeah, there was a door at the bottom right over there.
I like hallways. So,
Yeah.
what do you
You're
guys,
like a
what do you
hot
guys want to do? Yeah,
I mean,
I'm a hot dog guy.
the hallway is open, so I feel like avoiding a door and going down the hallway.
Well, there's, I think there's a
makes
door
sense.
right here and right.
When we can see a doorway, there's torches though, so there's definitely something over here. I think it's worth finishing up the non-doored
torches.
area
I agree.
and
Let's do it.
exploring this.
Yeah. What you do notice a torchlight at the end of this hallway.
So sorry, I'm multitasking here. I'm gonna go to the edge of the hallway area. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in that little.
Yeah.
alcove
So
area
so
there?
what you
that's not good.
see? Yeah. What you see immediately as you
Holy
peek around
fuck.
this hallway
Why does this look so fucked up, Ryan?
is
Is it
this.
fucked up?
Jesus.
This.
Nothing
Is
is
what you
pretty
see.
in this setting. Like,
Hey, maybe it's friendly.
mm,
Maybe.
Give me 1 second.
It keeps changing sizes. That's worrying me.
No, I put a
we
picture
can-
of it out, and this is a
We could
token.
instantly just fucking bail out this direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Be
but
like
So
crunk in the
first,
Emperor's roof where you're up against the wall and you're just like, bah.
Yeah. Da-da-da!
one of the things you notice pretty quickly, scattered around the room, is blood and what appears to be some dismembered bits and pieces. Two of you recognize kind of what those bits and pieces
Oh god, it's
potentially look
fucking
like.
Moses.
It's not Moses. It's not Moses. It appears to be bits and pieces of kobold and goblin. They appear to have fled from that battle with you guys and came across this room. One of the other things you notice about this room, it is just completely lined with these like high burning braziers, not just like a little ember in the bottom, but the flames are actually raging pretty high. The room is incredibly well lit. The flames are kind of not raging, but like definitely appear higher than a normal brazier. They completely circle this room, and what you see is a creature you've probably seen before in your travails. This, my friends, is a troll.
Ah, fuck.
But the troll appears to be hunched down over top of something that you can't make out. It hasn't noticed you yet. But it's there.
I mean, I'm all for trying to get up,
Thank you for the resub, Gorgon Gone. Woo!
trying to slip through this door here before it notices us. For now, see what's
So
up there that
down
might
for
lead
that.
back.
Sounds like a really, really good idea.
Oh shit!
So what I would like, as you get to that door and as you kind of enter this space and kind of work your way across that spart there, I would like, from whoever wanted to go first, I would like a dexterity save.
I will do it. I was going first as the tanky boy. Dex, okay, which is 2d6 plus 1. I will bless it.
Oh, I'll bane it.
I figured as much. But let's just start working through them. Like I'm not gonna. Fuck.
That's a no.
That's bad.
Yeah. Is it a bad or a really bad?
6.
Ooh, that's a really bad.
Bad.
It's a significant
That's a bad
It's not like a crit bad, but it's still a bad.
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of creeping to get ready to go around that corner, suddenly the troll's head pops up.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
This is
My
very
ninja
good.
skills failed. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah,
Hey, what?
Never mind. Nothing. I was gonna say, is it too big to fit through a doorway? But I just realized it's not. It can fit through a doorway.
I mean, you can still make a run for it potentially.
well,
even-
unless-
well, as you try to sneak, it races towards you.
Oh, good.
Well, then I mean,
so hold on, hear me out here.
Okay.
I can command somebody, so I have the thought of just telling them, "Don't worry about us."
No, not yet. What if we need it later, though?
I mean, I do want to say it's a
YOLO.
troll.
I mean, I'm the guy who at the end of
YOLO.
video games has like 40,000 power-up items.
Right.
Right. Like, what if I need it
I'm-
later? So
I'm with you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do want to say this is Victory Basic, not a video game.
Shit's real. Like if I say we've got the spare, it's free. Let's just use it.
Sure.
I'm-
It's up to you, babe.
I'm geeking off the throne right now, so I feel like just turning and looking at this guy and going, Jedi mind trick.
Oh,
I am
Oh
my
ripped up
God.
after that throne.
I don't know if anyone's gonna know what I'm talking about, but I'm on IG Reels all the time. Have you seen that one where the lady's like on a farm or whatever, and an emu is like running at her, and she just turns around and holds up her hand? Does anyone know what I'm talking
Yes.
They're on
about?
TikToks too. Yeah, like
It's on
Yeah.
she would
TikTok.
be
Yeah.
dead if she wasn't paying attention to her. It's like
Yeah, and she literally is like, boop, and it just stops.
That's
Is that what
amazing.
you're gonna do to this troll? That's my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
so you do you give that simple command, and your command is what? Basically, is like chill, bro. Is that what
don't
it
worry
is?
About us. Don't worry about us.
Okay. So this troll rises up, and as it does, you realize it's fucking big. This is big. Okay, this is not medium. These
Right.
dudes are pretty large. It stands up completely. Two things you notice immediately. One, it is hunched over a nice pile of treasure and goblin bits. Two, as soon as it sees you, it starts slavering out of its mouth and just like fucking Naruto runs at all of you guys. But as soon as it starts getting towards you and you just hold up that hand, that heroism inside you, it just channels all right into your hand, and then just boom. There's almost this like unseen light, and it just pulls up short. And what is the exact command you give?
Don't worry about us.
And it just stops and kind of like and like looks around almost as if there's like nothing there. Like looking like maybe it saw something, maybe it didn't, scratches its head a little bit. And it's just going to go right back to where it was, look around, hunch back over its treasure, and put its head down. Like a kid in study hall. And it ignores
We'll come
you.
back for that treasure. We'll come back for it later. Also, shout out Bay. Big move, Bay. You know, honestly.
Hell yeah.
We can't,
That's
Ryan, we can't hear your clapping because your mic's too good, but...
Big brain day over here. Big brain day, Bay.
Clap. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Clap, 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 clap,
Yeah.
clap,
Clap, clap, clap, clap.
clap.
That's a golf shot.
Okay.
Troll protecting treasure. is
Solid
a
fucking
note.
play. I'm very proud of you. That is
That was huge.
Thanks.
yeah. So what you see now is a couple of things. You see
I will say, like, to the developer, like this is a nice environment to just kind of say fuck it and give shit a try. Like, because it's not
Yeah.
5e, like it's a great environment to just be like, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
well,
like,
the other thing too is
think
if you
outside the
die, you just kind of like you make a new one and you come back in.
Yeah.
And all
And
of
we
your
can say
treasure
we-
is dropped, and your party members can loot your body and keep going. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give it back to you. So it's not like you
yeah,
don't have a background. Like, it's just cool. We're
Yeah.
just rerun it.
right.
Yeah. No, it's
So-
a great opportunity to think out of the box and just do whatever.
Yeah. That's oh my god, I love 2d6 better than 5e. Oh, but you're right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's exactly. So one thing you notice immediately is there are like 4 doors in this chamber.
Okay. Do we want to try the door we were going for?
I mean-
I'm down for either.
North points back towards the portcullis. So
Mm.
potentially like the path back, which is not a bad thing to map first versus going
Yeah.
deeper.
Yeah.
Having options on a return.
You guys want to roll a die for it? Got
That's
one.
what I would vote north. Like go
Alright,
up
let's just do north then.
Yeah.
and
let's
see
go.
kind of what.
Because I'm with Ginger. I like the idea of going back to that portcullis area with the mirror, like the mosaic on the floor. Going ahead and figuring that out.
Circles are very safe. Let's go.
I'm-
Let's go. We're gonna go north.
Plus,
It's
I
like
don't
the
know that
completionist.
I don't know that us walking past him is not going to piss him back off. Like,
It-
so
It is a
I want
it is
100%
a
the map.
simple command. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't. It's not going to be like a forever or anything. So are you guys going to go
Exactly, yeah.
north?
Yes.
I think
Okay.
yeah, because he's not worrying about us right now.
Okay.
so. Gonna start
The door
slowly moving
opens,
into this.
and you enter this room. Get in there. Yep. And then the door shuts behind you.
Get in there.
Get up on.
Go on, boy.
Get out of here. Just go.
So what you see, there's a couple of things. On the ground, you see this tiled decorative mosaic that you noticed before. This is in fact the room through which the portcullis was. To the right, as you walk in, you see what appears to be an elaborate marble slab adorned with candles, prayer beads, and a gilded statuette. Bayless,
Hold it.
Yes.
I'll say that you actually recognize this statuette. It's a goddess of chaos. It is an ancient goddess of chaos. Like only the most kind of well-read or potentially people that worship chaos gods would know of this goddess. You see what's up?
No, go ahead.
You see what appears to be a mosaic on the floor. When you actually look at the mosaic on the floor, combined with what appears to be more tiling on the wall, you see what appears to be an image of the binding of this Chaos Goddess.
Okay.
When you also see, right here, a lever.
Hey, you should definitely
Real
pull that lever.
quick, before we pull lever, is this an open doorway?
It is. So these things right here, those are doors. These are portcullis, and this thing here, this might be the first time you've seen this. It's an archway. That's what this kind of like
Cool
icon represents.
It was an open thing. I want to make sure that it was
it's
truly an open.
It's just an archway, and it is it is a pretty decorative archway. When you do look at that slab, though, it is covered in offerings. On top of all of the rest of this, it is covered in gold, jewels, small things. You estimate the value to be about 39 gold on this altar to what is most likely the Chaos Goddess depicted in the statuette.
I'm going to put one of mine down on it. One of my gold. Like one of the 9 that they gave me to, come in.
Going to add to it versus us taking away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to add one to it.
If you guys want, I'm also fine with being the one that pulls the lever. If you want to pull that and make sure that it actually does pull up. Do you guys feel comfortable just pulling the lever, or do you want me to also burn my once a day mechanical trap check to see if there's anything else with this to be conscientious of?
That is your call. I guess, do we see anything else? I kind of, to his earlier point, do we see anything on the wall, kind of like a push button or anything else near the portcullis? It looks like it might also.
So no. And again, for the most part, I'm not going to be super tricky with a lot of stuff. I'll just give you the information you need to know. Because this is a game of choice and things like that. So what I'm going to tell you about the lever is portcullis looks it looks a little rusty.
Mm-hmm.
You do just assume that this is the lever that's going to open that portcullis.
Yep.
You also kind of assume that portcullises raising are pretty loud. If you would like to open the portcullis now, I will have the party mapper roll a wandering monster check.
Got it.
So it's up to you if you want to do that now or if you want to do that later. Yeah, I think the party mapper rolls wandering monster checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
it has to do with.
So to ask a question, I don't know if it's a piece of information that we would know, but does this feel like a divine room, or does this just feel like a room with a, with an altar on it? Because I don't know if that's going to be like acknowledged to us, like this room feels divine,
I'll tell you. So no, this does not feel like a divine place of power.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you were going to like announce that we're in a divine fucking room, or if we're all.
I have made notes in Roll20 to remind me if it is or not, and it does not say it on this room.
Okay.
So I will say this, if I remember, I will tell you that this feels like a divine place or an arcane place of power.
Got it.
So that is the option. I will say yes. This is in fact the lever that opens portcullis. It will open the portcullis. It is not trapped or anything. But you will have to roll a wandering monster check. You can do that now, or you can choose to do that another time, maybe when you're circling around or something like that. But at least you do know that this does link through.
The trigger, yeah.
We should at the very least look at the room to the left before we.
Yeah,
I agree.
If it's gonna make a noise, that'll be like the oh shit lever. Like if we need to go, we go and run. Okay.
And we just
bail.
bail.
Head towards the archway.
Yeah.
Here on the left side.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we do have an archer henchman to show up and help us escape.
I have that again because it's been a day. We've rested, so. That's for Bay, just to know, I've got.
Oh, the henchman.
To call in henchmen that can help us in various ways, including cover, so we can't be chased essentially if we run like hell.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Once a day.
Nice.
Let me do something real quick for you homies.
Do it, bro.
all these little intricate like passageway and archways get it to somewhat accurately reflect scale on the map is a fun challenge. We'll at least make sure the gist of it's covered.
That, my friends, as you walk into the room, what you see is a statue. Okay. Bay, again, not necessarily, I will say that you could roll if you want to know more specific information, but that's always a risk of rolling, so you don't have to. This appears to be that same goddess from before, but she is being dragged down by chains. It is a statue of her just wrapped in chains and like reaching up and as if she's trying to escape being dragged down. That is what this shows. And on the wall, what you see are depictions of these gods with these like evil smiles and these like dark auras. But you recognize the gods. They're almost like subversions. You recognize various aspects of them. They actually appear to be gods of law, but they're depicted in this kind of evil way.
Right.
And the murals actually show through a series of images this goddess, who you know to be a chaos goddess, vibrant, like living, and then being surrounded. And the next one is being surrounded by these law gods, but they appear to be again evil with these dark auras and things. And then another image of her being wrapped in chains with all the gods holding those chains. And then the last image is kind of similar to the statue of her being dragged down, but it's by these gods, as if they're binding her and capturing her. That is what you all see is this kind of...
That makes a lot of sense because chaos is the natural state of man, and any laws that limit their freedom are inherently evil. So
yeah.
It also, I mean, you also have to think of the eye of the artist too. Is
yeah, sure.
You know,
just clear. Well, this room is like worship of that deity. So
if I wanted to know more,
facing.
So I guess if I wanted to know more, it would be a lore roll, correct?
I do. Yeah, I do believe it would be a lore roll. I just want to get back to the page that says the actual lore roll. It'd be yeah, it's an intelligence roll. You'll roll when recalling ancient lore or deciphering the secret of the dungeons.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you would like to do that.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
There are other rooms too.
Yeah, I guess. So the other room had her on it, but then you said that in the center of it, the mural on the floor was basically the same kind of thing, right? It was her being like dragged down, and then this is kind of again the same thing. It's like a progressive sort of.
It seems it seems progressive-ish. It seems like in the first one there's almost this like, but the sense that you got from the first one is it's almost more like iconography. You kind of feel it was more like an image of like you get the sense of like kind of Catholic Jesus on the cross thing. Like it's torture, but it's this like iconography. So that's what you kind of got the sense of the mural on the ground. Is this might be the image they worship now? Yeah, and that seemed like an altar to this goddess. And this one, it seems like more of the story of what happened with the statue in the middle and the walls kind of telling you a story. It's almost kind of like a Stations of the Cross kind of situation here.
Got it.
Where it gives you this images of this goddess, you know, thriving and then being, you know, captured by these lawful deities.
Okay.
I'm going to exploring this area first, maybe.
Okay.
Just to see what all we have in this open area.
See if there's one more last piece to it. Sure.
Yeah, like is there more to this? Like we're already connecting back to. So there's a doorway.
Yeah, a couple of things you notice in this room.
Arch.
Yeah, more archways.
Because part of what I'm thinking of asking him is kind of, I guess not to play my hand here, but sort of seeing if there's like historically, like, can I figure out something that the intent of this room or dungeon is
Exactly.
based on the lore of, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
I
as
guess
you
the
go
more
into
we can
this-
see.
Yeah, so as you go into this room and the same, this whole kind of space here, you have that mosaic design in the first room. That mosaic tile continues through the last room you were in and this room, but it just kind of becomes design. It doesn't depict an image. It's just now these colored tiles that make like a beautiful pattern on the ground.
Okay.
So this floor itself is also tiled, but you do notice up here around this door, it does appear to be much more. Is that the color I have? Yeah, I don't want that color. Yeah, that's a good color. It appears to be more. The tile's like broken up a little bit by this door on the other side of it here. But what you immediately notice when you walk in the room is the entire room is lined with bookshelves and shelves and cabinets. It is literally completely filled
Nice.
with tomes, scrolls, but they appear to be ancient texts. Some of them like almost falling apart when you look at them in this space right here.
Does it smell like old books in the room?
It smells so much like old
Ugh.
books.
That's
Yeah.
Mother Brown
fantastic.
books and rich mahogany.
Yeah, so much rich mahogany. The bookshelves line the room, filled with the tomes and scrolls, and as you pull them off, I assume you'll go through them. Many of them are in languages that you cannot read when you pull them off. None of you. You don't even recognize roots of what the language might be in some of the symbols in here.
I don't do books.
Yeah,
I mean,
No,
that should all
I
know.
can only assume.
Yeah.
The thief fighter. No. Are you
Even with
gonna
my
go?
high level arcane knowledge, my genius deep arcane lore?
Yeah. So deep. If the
Yeah,
other
kind
two
of-
of you, if the other two of you are going to kind of go through these books, though, I don't want to put actions in your words.
Yeah, you're welcome to go ahead, Hunter, if you want to.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, kind of
Yeah.
to my point earlier, I was gonna see if I can go ahead and roll lore to see if there's anything about this kind of the history of this chaos goddess that might, give me some sort of clue to this, dungeon we're in. Where
Gotcha.
you know,
Well, so as you're perusing the books before that, maybe giving you a little bit more information before you decide to do
Okay.
that. What you find in the ones that you actually can read
okay,
are all the books. All of the books seem to be pretty focused on a couple of specific bits of lore. They seem to be on the gods of law and chaos. They seem to be on treatises on the power of the gods. And many of the ones that you find are discussing the topic of killing gods.
okay.
So just some light reading, really.
Very,
Yeah.
very light.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do my roll. It's a -2 intelligence, so I'm gonna do a bless to kind of bump that up one.
Okay.
Um,
I won't even bane it because I want to see where this goes.
8.
Okay, interesting. So so you are down to 7 of those.
Yes.
So there will be a consequence that I'm gonna keep to myself about this.
Okay.
But oh man, let me find the lore. It comes to you that you you can't quite recall the name of this goddess, but you've heard this
Okay.
story before.
Okay.
She is in fact a god of chaos that used to reign, basically. And the gods of law, who pretty much reign now, kind of, found her to be too powerful, ganged up on her and imprisoned her.
Okay.
The sense that you get from this room is this appears to be someone's kind of like, it's an altar. The whole kind of area here is kind of like a shrine to this goddess, and based on the lore in this room, based on what you can read and see, it almost appears as if through the titles and things on the books, whoever gathered these books together and is trying to decipher knowledge is most likely trying to decipher knowledge on freeing this goddess.
Got it.
Which could include killing the gods of law that imprisoned her.
But these rooms feel almost new, I guess, in design, as opposed to like an ancient sort of temple. Like, does this feel like does this series of rooms feel like that it was a repurposed temple, or does this feel like these were all something else, and then somebody might have gone in and been like, oh, this is my place of worship, I'm going to decorate it. So, you know what I mean? I guess if that's not to this, then that's fair.
I would say a little of column A, a little of column B.
Okay.
I will say, you get the sense that maybe somebody important within this dungeon, whether it was intended for this or repurposed to this, probably had control of this space at one point.
Okay.
And I will remind you, the name of the dungeon is the Sepulchre of the Lich Queen.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool. Lich
Yeah,
Queen.
that's very good.
Well, see, that's why I was asking, because I'm trying to figure out if this was maybe like the temple to the Lich Queen, or if maybe this was repurposed by the Lich Queen because she's trying to do with it. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to get at.
Started there, and then it's
if that's the specific question you're trying to ask, I will say it feels more like the latter than the former.
Got it.
Cool.
You don't get the sense that the Lich Queen is a chaos goddess.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sense that maybe this room was repurposed by the Lich Queen.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of... Sorry, I should have specified. That was largely what I was getting at.
Maybe in a past life, even.
Right. Okay, cool. After you, boys.
cool. I'm gonna keep
Kind of
farting
farting around these
peeking,
open doors.
poking. Yeah, like kind of see what this archway led to, because clearly this is like a looped, arched, connected space here.
Right.
Yeah. When you go into this room, you see that the tile kind of fades out around here. It looks like whoever had been, and even in the room previous, it's not quite as well done. It seems a little bit more rushed, maybe. The most lush room was the first one. So it seems like whoever was in the process of kind of repurposing this area ran out of time or had other endeavors that come up. So this room kind of fades back into this flagstone. But what you actually see,
Their budget ran
right
out.
in the middle of this, what's up?
Like most
their budget
projects,
ran
like real, like
Yeah.
strong budget, strong
Oh,
attention
yeah.
to start with.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then
We spent too much
Just
on the
get the
first
fucking
one. We have
thing
to really
done.
cut
Yeah,
back
just
on
get
the
it done.
last one.
Yeah.
Get it done.
So you see a couple of things. You see a door right here.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the room, you see what appears to be the leftovers of a bonfire. It's kind of like charred logs, some ash of a small fire. It appears to be a resting place. And this is in fact a resting place. If you choose, you can light the bonfire and have a safe place to take an extended rest. So don't forget how rests work. If you rest while you're in the dungeon, something can potentially come upon you, and you have a wandering monster roll, unless you have the appropriate henchmen that could potentially stop that, right? But you don't. You got the archers. This is a space where, if you choose to do so, you can light the bonfire and have an extended rest, which means it's the same kind of rest as you would get outside of the dungeon. But you can only do it once. And once you do, the bonfire is expended. You expend whatever fire, like the leftover logs, all of that stuff that's left that could light it, it'll only light once, and then it's done.
The
So
fuel is
you can use that at any time. Just know that it's here.
Yeah,
Cool.
I noted a rest area in this
Nice.
room essentially.
So if we sit down next to this bonfire, can we see other people who are also resting at this bonfire in their world?
Maybe you get a
shadows of
sense.
those around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a sense of that, and maybe a sense of maybe the past people who were once here.
Fake
Um,
pools of blood around us for the
Yeah.
fallen friends, and
I'm gonna play some Dark Souls later.
I mean that was earlier. I
Oh my god, I can't wait to Elden
fucked
Ring.
on earlier,
Yeah.
right? Oh, I'm so pumped.
Right?
So pumped.
Let me just do. We'll give you a little bit of that.
Oh,
Nice.
And then
oh, yeah.
I'll give you a little bit of this action in here too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's a fire. That's a fire.
Sursa.
Yeah. So,
So we've got
Um,
2 doors options.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Melee, if I cut you off.
yeah, no, you're good.
It's like we've got the one in this room. We also have the one in like the library room.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I mean,
Fire.
they both go the same direction, which is north. I don't really have a preference. I like continuing north in one way or another, just to kind of.
anyone have a coin on them or a D2?
In
I mean,
your
we're-
There's a D2 in chat, and there's a D2
We're-
in Roll20. You are
we're
also
in this
so you have a
room.
party mapper and a party caller. So
Yeah,
So-
we're in this
okay.
room.
when you were doing your map, did we go through anything that's above one of these rooms?
Again, scale is difficult.
Potentially.
This is still a void, from what I can tell. This is
Okay.
roughly where the hallway should be.
Okay.
So the
Right.
hallway we went through is the same roughly as the ruby chest placement. So there is a void in my map
Gotcha.
between the stairway down and where
But
we
you
are
also
right
don't have any like doors sitting right around some of these spots from the
now.
other side.
No, everything here
potentially.
is it's complete. I have no idea, but there is some expanse in between the stairway and here.
Well, Andy rolled a 2, and so did I.
Thanks,
So
Andy.
we're gonna pick the door above us.
Cool.
So
I will
yeah, we're gonna go through
continue
this door.
To lead the way, do my
Got it.
meat shield thing.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Okay.
Fine, I'll stand right.
I
here.
got you.
I'll cower. I'm currently I'm currently cowering.
Roll cower.
okay.
And if
So
you-
as you and you're all in, so let me just put that back.
Yep.
Okay.
It was gone, correct.
So as you walk around this, you see this hallway. And right here as you turn the corner, you see what appears to be on this door an incredibly similar image to the one you saw on that chest. There's this devil face. It's not as ornate. There's no rubies in the eyes, but they are like kind of red. It's more like an image on the door. It's not like a kind of
Sure.
raised thing as previous. But you see the image of this kind of like smiling devil on this door that you can tell is the same kind of smiling devil as what's on that chest.
I mean, to me, it's worth taking a look. It could be the key to the chest. It also could be trouble, but we also haven't
Yeah.
fought yet, so we kind
I
of.
mean, we've been in plenty of trouble before, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it
So it's
Is
just
it
decorative,
really just-
though, right?
right? Like, is there anything else about it that's besides the decoration to it that would indicate
Is
like
it
a
cute?
mechanism? Is it cute? Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
well
it's super
done? Is it
cute.
like a 5-year-old? Is it like a 5-year-old like put it on the fridge art, or is it like?
No, it's well done. I mean, it looks like the other one. You're going up to inspect the devil
Yeah.
statue on the door. Right, so when you do, as soon as you reach out and touch the door, you hear this loud grating sound. The room you're in, this hallway, almost rumbles. And you hear this massive thump in the hallway behind you.
Very good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. This is good.
And as
Well-
you go back to see what it was... What the fuck?
Kerchunk. Kerplunk.
No longer a hallway.
Yeah. You see this slab of stone that seems to have descended down, closing off that hallway behind you. So we're at.
That was like kind of as we were reaching towards the door.
There's a trap.
Stop doing that. What the fuck? I keep moving this thing over by one, and it keeps actually back exiting me out of the window, out of Roll20. So I'm trying to have like a dramatic moment here and just move this thing over a little bit.
It's like,
and
nah, no drama for you.
Gotcha.
Technology is just being a little biatch tonight. So
Right.
can you stop? I just want to move it over a little bit more. That's all I want. Yeah.
Good news is we're going towards the other door directionally. So
Yeah.
I was thinking that earlier. That the other hallway was moving north, her door was moving north as well. So ideally,
Yeah.
we'll make our favorite shape, which is a circle. Circle.
Well, if anyone's played any
shape.
Rogues or Metroidvanias, but as this slab slams down behind you, turn around and realize that there is nowhere else for you to go. The door in front of you cracks open slightly. And we're going to go ahead and take a couple of minute break.
Ryan needs to pee.
I gotta pee, so we will be back shortly, friends. Just trying to get the slab to come down so I can piss. All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We are back. Hello, friends. How is everybody doing? We did a pee and coffee break, so we got some new stuff, and we are ready to get back into it. So, if you're still here from when we left, the players had, so far in this adventure, opened a door they couldn't before, went down to a room where they battled some kobolds and goblins previously, but they were all missing. They continued down and around, and they found this room with this throne in it that was covered in heroic murals on the walls. When they sat on the throne, Bay was infused with heroism and was able to command one monster at one point with that heroism. As they continued along, they immediately ran into a room with a troll that charged them, but with that heroic command, Bay was able to tell that troll, basically, chill, bro. It's okay. And the troll just ignored them, and they continued into a series of rooms. And what they found was this kind of interlinked series of rooms, where in the first room, there was an altar with a bunch of treasure on it that they left alone. Didn't take any of that treasure. They went into the next room where there was a statuette of a chaos goddess, or full-size statue of chaos goddess being dragged down by chains with murals on the walls that showed her kind of like being captured and dragged down. And the next room was what appeared to be some type of library that had information about, and these ancient tomes and scrolls describing gods of law, gods of chaos, and with another successful roll by Bayless, partially successful, he recalled information about this chaos goddess that he knew that she had been very powerful, and then the gods of law dragged her down and imprisoned her, and somebody had repurposed or originally used this space, maybe not repurposed, maybe originally used this space before other levels of the dungeon, were created, researching ways to potentially free her or kill gods. Before they came across a room with a bonfire where they could potentially rest, continued into a hallway where a slab of stone collapsed down behind them. Why is the music not going?
there we go.
Yeah. The slab of stone collapsed down behind them, shutting them off, and they're staring at a door with a devil's face on it, a face very similar to a treasure chest they had previously found when they battled carrion crawlers. That chest at the time had one of the eyes, which were rubies, missing. This is just an image similar. But
Is
as
one of
that
the eyes
stone...
missing from the image? Well,
It's not,
The eyes
no.
missing?
No, that's actually not, yeah. But when that stone slab slammed down, it actually jarred this door open slightly. And that is where we're at right now.
Well, it's open.
So,
Bad things are happening, but I'm the meat shield, so I'm good with kind of being the one to finish pushing it open and to step in first and
Okay.
see what bullshit we found. in this trapped room.
Yeah, I think we only have one direction we can go, so we should go in that one direction.
But be prepared for pain.
Yeah.
I'm always prepared for pain.
Yeah.
Kinky.
Yeah.
So as the door opens,
Interesting light shape.
Yeah. Is this room round?
the room is round.
You got a circle in MS Paint there, Ginge?
I do actually.
Yeah, you can make a circle shape for sure.
What you see when you open this door.
What do I see with my elven eyes?
Thinking to have
Oh,
this Isengard.
I love and hate you so much all the time. What you see against the far wall is a massive carving of a stone face in relief. The face depicts a devil. Let me quick. Boop, boop, boop. Sucks to be you. The door slams shut behind you, as all doors in the dungeons do. Just so you guys are aware,
Wolf.
that's normal.
Self-dormant.
What you see is this stone face with this kind of open mouth. They've all had this kind of open mouth, this devil, kind of this smiling open mouth.
I'm guessing against this wall.
Against this wall, see this like gray. I tried to
flatter
draw
edge,
like a weird devil face, but I can only do so much in Roll20's version of. I bet you MS Paint's probably better. I'll just say that.
Dude, as a digital artist, the people I've seen that have done like actual drawings with MS Paint blow my goddamn mind. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like I'm trying to get the scale. Like I feel like even though I'm trying to trace the hallways back, I feel like the only place that south door can be
It's back in that other room.
is back to the other room.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to make my drawing correct. It's gonna be out of scale, but I think it's gonna be the accurate depiction. Nope, that's not what I wanted. But yeah. Well, so there's a devil.
I like that a little bit. Yeah. But that's, I mean, more devilish though. That's kind of got like a fae kind of look to it. And thank you for the follow. Show up for life. Oh, I wonder who that could possibly be.
I wonder
Also,
who
thanks for
show up for life could possibly
thanks for that
be.
sub, father
Huh.
of cats.
Yeah, I mean, I host a
douchebags.
podcast from this channel, so maybe I should be subbed to it.
I
but
want to have the
yeah,
emotes and shit.
Shout out my girlfriend who is right here, who is show up for life, who just subbed to us. So
Hey, thanks for the sub, Emily.
Or follow
Or
us,
the
yeah.
follow. So,
Follow us.
listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. As you walk into this room, you see a door to the south. And against the far wall, you see this massive devil face. It's literally floor to ceiling. Big open smiling mouth. But bulging up out of the mouth is a pile of treasure. It appears to be gems, jewelry. You see what appears to be maybe like the edge of like a framed painting kind of stuffed into it. It's a standard ass fucking treasure pile. Is
Are
what
there
it
any
looks
fine
like.
Ash
clothing?
treasure.
Maybe if you dig in, definitely ass treasure for sure.
Definitely Astro.
Yeah.
Gotta
be some ash treasure
at
in
least
here.
ash treasure. Yeah.
There's a gym capped butt plug in there somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
As we all know, I'm a failed tailor, so you know.
There
I
might
mean,
be
if
some
there's-
nice clothes in there.
If there's some magical armor shit, I could wear that, so I would be
Yeah.
ecstatic.
Does it
magical
seem
armor
like
shit.
there's a trap?
I can ask about a trap with my
Hey!
a mechanical trap. So
What
I'll
do you see
use
with your
my
dwarven eyes?
dwarven racial ability or whatever to
Hey.
ask if there is a mechanical trap in my line of sight.
Why is it always gotta be about race with you? Whoops, we're back.
So dwarvish of you.
So that's
true.
what
I
you
mean,
that's
I'm-
what you
I'm very dwarvish.
yeah.
There's a
So
beard.
you do got the
Yes.
beard. So
I have the
Yeah.
beard.
you're
I'm a
you're
giant dwarf
asking, yeah. Is there a mechanical trap
in my line of sight.
in your line of sight?
And that's-
The other thing is,
it's-
you are actually a dwarf, right? You're just like a little guy with a
Yes.
big sword. Yeah.
I'm a dwarf fighter because I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
Something
I
about
hear you. Yeah. You do not see a mechanical trap in sight, in your line of sight. And that is your once a day gone.
So that doesn't answer the question. Yeah, there still might be a trap.
but not so it can be magical, but not mechanical. But I can't check.
You can't tell if it's magical.
Well, I don't have stats.
If it's not in your line of sight,
it's true. But I mean, I'm in the middle of the room, so if I can't see a trap that's mechanical,
okay, you should dig through the treasure real quick and let's just see how it goes.
I'm good with that. If none of the magical users want to also do any kind of check around the
fuck it,
giant
yeah.
fucking devil face,
No,
Okay, fine.
since you're more proficient.
No,
I'll cast detect magic. Can you wait? Sorry, what were you gonna say, babe?
How many can you do a day? Or how many
magic?
spells do you have?
I mean, until I fail casting one, I just keep.
That's right. Yeah, you did it. Okay, then yeah. I was gonna say I can also cast it. So if it was gonna burn your, this is so different.
No, I mean,
yeah,
it might burn
it's
it.
different.
So
this is different.
we'll
I forget.
And then am I
Cleric, are you hanging in the back there, or what are you? So you're where you're at.
Oh, sorry.
So.
No, I will come in 2 steps.
Okay.
Like,
Only 2
I'll be
steps.
close, but I'm gonna, again, like, there's nothing mechanical, but before we start digging through the devil face for goodies, like,
I will at least stand in from the circle that's about to close in on us.
Okay, I need to add. Sorry, I was looking up how to do stuff because I'm a
Mr. Jones,
guy.
Mr. Jones.
How long are the spikes that are about to emerge from the wall, so I know that I'm standing close enough?
Right?
At least dwarf high.
Okay.
Got it. We're good.
Yeah.
I rolled a 7, but
Yeah.
you may re-roll 1 die of a spell casting a number of times per day. Your int modifier. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stick with that. So I rolled a 7. I rolled a partial success on detect magic,
wow.
so it's expended.
Okay.
We do have
so
Go ahead.
no, what's up?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, we do have that rest area that's not far from us. If we do decide at some point we need to reset, we do have that.
Mm-hmm.
You do. It also would allow you to rest overnight in the dungeon without having to completely leave the dungeon if you didn't want to.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget, you do have to leave the dungeon in order to like level up if you feel like you've had enough
Yeah.
treasure and shit like that. So, so with your partial success, as you detect magic, it's kind of sputters, as you do it. Like the spell goes off, but you don't feel like it's the strongest spell you've ever cast. So with a 7, that means your detect magic is gone.
Yeah, I can't cast it until I rest, essentially.
Cool. All right. So, but what
Or it's
happens as you detect magic? You feel this kind of like I don't know, rumbling in the ground beneath you, and suddenly, on all around you, or specifically you feel this hand grasp your ankle. And when you look down, you see a skeletal hand erupt from the ground, or has erupted from the ground and grabbed onto you. I will say, as this creature pulls itself out of the ground, you are restrained by it. And then all around you, you just hear
Not
this
good.
like as these
Let's go.
skeletal arms reach up out of the ground.
Okay, this is good.
Remember, you have
Yeah.
+2 armor.
I
Yeah,
have
you
it on
do
my
now.
character sheet, so don't worry.
I feel like we're gonna need it.
And that one erupts out of the ground, and this one
Oh,
erupts
that's
out of the ground, and this one erupts out of the ground, and this one erupts out of the ground, and it continues
And it continues.
Oh,
all
hey,
around
we
you.
should leave.
Slow,
we should
slow,
leave.
slow. We can't. There's no place to go. Unless this
There's a-
door might not be
there's a-
open.
Door.
All around you, an entire horde of skeletons erupts from the ground, dragging themselves out of the floor of the dungeon. One thing you immediately notice as you turn around, Bayless the Cleric. One of these seems more well-armored than the rest. I do think that I have... Yes, I do.
That boy.
I have an image of a Skelly boy.
Jan Skeleton.
This.
Skeletor?
That's his actual size. He just takes up
No,
like
no, no.
16
You fucking-
squares.
Move you for a second.
Lord
This
Volmir in
is. This is what they all look like. They are armored in this old rusted armor. They have swords. They have everything. Move that guy back out of the way. Put you back where you were. Restrained by this guy. So let's go ahead and drop a token on you that'll represent restrained. Let's go with I think there's like a chain or something. Who cares? I'll put the skeleton on you because that's probably bad for you. But you notice, whether you were told about this or
really
not,
good.
you notice deep within the chest of the one that seems to be more heavily armored. It's not. It's got a wide open V-neck though, like way too deep, way
deep
too
V.
deep. A
It went
deep
to
V.
American
Yeah.
Apparel and got it
Yeah.
from, and got a
Way
deep
too
shirt,
deep
so.
of a V. Hardcore, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
But within the rib cage, you see this giant glimmering ruby.
It's the eye. We can't
Huh.
run. We need that shit for the treasure.
We kind of can run. I can almost guarantee that we can run. So.
We can, but also we can get back here relatively easily.
That's very true.
Assuming we pass the troll again. Like the only issue is the troll.
They're still gonna be here.
I say let's just
I'm
go
restrained.
for it. I mean,
How hard-
which
See how
one
it
of the ones
goes.
is
How
Yeah,
hardy
I
is
mean-
a bag of bones?
Oh, I missed one.
is the only thing
I
that's
missed
different?
one.
Is that this one has the ruby in its chest, or is it?
He seems more armored, and these other ones seem to be kind of standing in front of him. But they
Okay.
all rise up out of the ground and start reaching out towards all of you. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, I'm talking a big fucking mound of treasure in this mouth here. What are you doing? Let's go.
I want to fucking go for it, and I'm good with like focus firing the big guy.
Fine. Absolutely. Let's just fucking push
YOLO.
the ball out.
Yeah,
Let's fucking go. And it's
they
what
eat 'em.
size are these?
They're human skeleton sized.
So they'd be like I have an ability that ties to large.
They're not large.
These would not be considered large.
No, no.
Okay, cool.
You'll so if it's basically, and I'll tell you if it's completely wrong. If it's the same size as you, it's the same size as you. Like so, it's medium. The troll would be large because it fills up 4, and if it's huge, it would fill up like 3 by 3.
Got it.
So 1 by
Just
1
like
is
D&D.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
before I just want to confirm before I try and do that reroll again.
absolutely, yeah. No. Those are valid questions.
So I know. Well, I believe there's no like opportunity attack. So, well, is there an order we're doing in terms of
Whoever
combat,
goes first,
or
and
just-
whoever goes second, whoever goes third, and that's your order.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a spell on the thing that's grappling me. So I look down at it and I hold up my hand and I say, "This hand of mine, it's burning red," which
Yeah,
is definitely
I
a
mean
G
it.
Gundam quote. And I cast burning hands on the motherfucker grabbing my junk. You know.
Oh yeah, I bane it. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and bless that.
Okay.
And it's
Hell
a 10.
yeah!
So.
Oh shit! Full success.
And
You keep the
then-
spell.
Hell yeah.
What damage does that do?
It does 8 damage, motherfucker. It does 8.
Oh, yeah.
I roll
Shit, now-
max.
Hell yeah.
Max fucking damage. Hills, yeah, boy.
Eat 'em.
Did you guys watch G Gundam? Was that quote lost on everybody?
Lost on me.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you guys. It's the worst Gundam.
I watched a lot of Gundam, but I don't think I watched a G Gundam.
It's terrible. You should watch it.
Is that the one? Where
Super random side thing. There's a newer one. I can't remember what it came out for, but it's like the prequel where it actually shows like Char becoming Char and shit. It's like a newer anime.
Blood
really?
Orphans?
What's up? No, it's not Iron Orphans. It's a different one.
Iron-Blooded.
It's not Iron-Blooded Orphans because there's 3 different continuations in the Gundam universe. There's the actual one and then like 2 other ones. But regardless, It's the best Gundam I've ever watched. It's the prequel.
So
It's a direct prequel to the original Gundam show. Literally a direct prequel, and it is so fucking good. The origin story of Char and the entire rebellion. Oh my god, I'll have to send you guys the link. Really, really well done. Anyway, Victory Basic. You burning hands this thing. Boom. As
So
it
did your other
rises
rocket
up.
thing yet?
Oh my god, yeah, and a little brewski, and then we're going. So as it rises out of the ground. Oh, and I got another Bane from Ducky. As it rises out of the ground, it had your ankle, and it just claws up your body, and it had wrapped around you, and you put your hand out and fry it with burning hands. There's nothing but ashen bone that crumbles to the ground. Boom, it's fucking dead. What are you doing? Are you moving? You staying still? Thank you, Ducky.
I'm gonna go ahead and move back.
You want to like move like over here?
Yeah, move over here.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'd like to roll the cower real quick.
You can just cower. It's a free action.
Okay, cool.
Sick.
Ooh, Bay also got a. Okay, well I'll wait for Ducky to be done because I assume he's
Thanks,
gonna
Ducky.
give one to everybody.
Thanks, Ducky.
Thanks, buddy. Do we want to focus? So
Preach, fam.
outside
gonna-
of like roll like combat,
Yeah, I'm about to
turns, do we
push
want to
forward
focus
to-
fire the Ruby guy, or try and burn through the little guys first?
But just Ginger
Like,
and
I-
Bay.
I'm gonna try and push past the ones I have to get to him right now. If you guys want to kind of keep everybody off of me, I guess.
I will say pushing past things would be roll. That would be an
I'm
action.
saying like I just mean like I'm gonna work on the guys
I mean,
in front of me.
I-
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if our intent is whenever possible to focus on the Ruby guy, cool. I can kind of run forward. Hopefully, I think I can. There's no like opportunity attack, I believe. So I can
There's
just
no
kinda
opportunity attack, but like there's still combat. So like if you're trying to move past someone and stuff like that, it'll be like there'll be rolls and stuff. Like if you're trying to push through things and stuff, it'll be a strength. Like there's
There's this.
you can
like,
maneuver as much as
line
reasonable
here.
within like the center of a fantasy action. You know what I mean?
Like there's this path. So theoretically,
you could try. You could theoretically try to get there. Yeah. And we'll just see what happens with all
Like-
the rest of them.
Go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're like kind of as the crew, we're gonna go for the Ruby focus fire.
Get him out
Cool.
first, at least.
So I'm gonna, I guess, attempt to move
Beeline.
into close range nearby the big guy,
Okay.
and then go ahead and just do a normal attack on him. Which is,
Okay. Roll.
I guess I will bless it.
Okay. I'll bane it obviously.
Yep. So still +1.
What'd you get?
Hell
Yeah.
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 Not a natural, so I still whatever. But
Nice.
Damn. So
No
yeah.
consequences.
So roll that beautiful bean footage. Give me how much damage you doing in this thing?
1d10 plus my level, which is level 1.
All right. Bag of bones. How much do they got?
It stands
I mean, we
firm.
know- The little guys have less than 8.
Mhm.
He's chonkier, so
That one
Yeah.
did. That one did.
that one did. True.
Yeah. I say
But-
you did.
I consequence free. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Totally down
alright.
for meting, but also it's combat, so let's fight shit.
Woo!
Bayless, what are you
What is
doing?
Bay?
I'm gonna go after the one right in front of me.
Go for it. What are you doing with it?
I'm just gonna take the just a normal attack, just flange mace right to the fucking head.
Kiss it gently
Right.
on the lips.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
So that's just 2d6. Yeah, because obviously I'll bless it. And I'm guessing you.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. It's me, your boy, and all the homies. Sorry, technical difficulties will continue for the evening. Yeah, so let me just give myself some real human color. Since I'm not using a filter anymore, because Snap Camera just wants to not be happy with me. We'll put this back to there.
I am Ginger the fighter.
Oh, you are Ginger the
Oh,
Fighter. Look
I'm
at
a
you.
baby. I'm a baby. I feel so special now. I'm baby.
Here we go. All right. We back. We back. We live. We're good. Hello. Hello. So where we left off, you guys were fighting stuff.
We were.
And they.
I think Bay got a partial success. Is that what happened?
No, he
No,
did
I rolled
a
a whole-
no success. A whole ass miss.
Yeah, I rolled a whole 4. I'll be honest.
Let me, I don't know if I need to yeah, I think I need to yeah, exactly.
Sorry, cat.
I kind of paced it too fast. Don't
There
mind
we
me.
go. Which means I probably need to do that with the dice rolls too, so let's turn that to that. Oh hey, yep, there it is. All right, we back and we good. So, you're fighting stuff. Bay did a bad miss. What did you roll, a
Yep.
4? That's
Oh,
really awful for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. You should probably
Hate
roll
this.
better than that
Come
next
on.
time.
Hate to see it.
You do hate to see it. And that was that wasn't even a partial success. That was a full bad.
Oh.
So what's going to happen is there's a couple of things. This guy that you tried to hit is going to hit you back. So you are going to take D6 damage, my friend.
Come on, armor.
That is 3 damage. How much armor do you have?
Ooh.
So you take 1 point of damage.
Got it.
Nice.
And this one down here rises back up from the ground. Charred, broken, pulls itself back together, and stands.
Squeeze me.
Oh, yeah.
I showed that guy the back of my burning hand, so.
Yep. And yet, he rises. So, it is your
He
turn,
is
Mage.
risen.
He is risen indeed.
Maybe
I'm
there is
in.
like a one runs the other kind of shit going on.
I mean, it seems like this guy with the ruby is like head honcho.
That can't be it.
Oh. He's strong. He's got more armor. He's got the ruby. Like, gotta try. But this hunter on you, man.
Oh god.
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah. Background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you start up. Yeah.
Yeah, where's the music? Do I just not hear it?
Are you not hearing it? I hear it.
Yeah, it bumping though.
Hey, thank you so much for the host, Katie.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna fucking go ahead and I'm gonna cast some magical fucking missiles on this guy.
Magic.
Okay.
Oh, I fucked up. Sorry, no one saw it.
And don't forget, you guys can create macros.
I have forgotten to create macros.
On
yeah, so I
11.
An
Yeah.
11.
Hmm.
And it does 3 damage. So I cast on Ruby Tuesday over there.
Hey, what the fuck? All right. Anything we need to know before we move forward?
That's 3 damage. He's still up. So as you're hitting that guy with your the magic missiles, they thunk into him. Maybe yeah, it can't be reduced. Yeah, it can't be reduced. So it takes 3 damage. Some of the ribs actually break on its chest, but it still stands. And you don't lose magic missiles. So good job for that. The next up, I believe, was Ginger. What are you doing?
Is me. I'll do the same
Yeah.
thing. I'm
Is
gonna take
you.
another swing at it.
Go for it.
Try and just chop it down.
Yeah.
I will bless.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do with that.
I'm trying to eat away at him.
Oh yeah, no. I think I might have more
Transfer.
than you though.
I mean, it's true, but there's 3 of us, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
help the group here.
Yeah.
But a 10
Yeah.
is a clean success.
Man, you guys are rolling so much better than against the goblins and stuff like that. So
Dude,
yeah, so how much is your, how much is your total
damage?
damage?
7 more.
7
Fuck yeah,
damage. Damn. So before this baddie can really do anything, you cleave, and magic missiles are thunking into its chest. And with one final blow, you strike it down, and it crumbles to the ground beneath you. Good job. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah.
Get that ruby out of there.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Can I see anything like any difference in the skeletons right after the
Around
goes
you?
down?
No,
Yeah.
they seem very bony.
Grab the
Cool.
grab the gem. Grab the gem.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
seem- they
will I
seem
be
very
able to,
still
like,
there.
quickly grab the ruby within this turn, or will I have to wait to do that?
I will say you just did your action. You have a move. I'll say you need to wait till next turn so that like actually dig into the bones that are left, because when it crumbles, it doesn't just fall on top. So it's going to take a little bit of booting around
Sure.
to do that. So
Then I'll stay where I am then after
Okay.
the cleave, just so that I can be ready to support Bay or to move around as needed. Clear the room.
And then since I'm going right after you, I'm going to still go after the guy that's right in front of me, right in the middle of the three. I know you're going to bane it, but I'm still going to bless it.
gotta work through 'em.
6. It's a 6.
Dang, man, so at least one of you is just doing very poorly.
Gotta balance it out, right? We're hitting
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's
Good
also
hits.
like it's the initiation in this game, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. So
Yeah.
those blessings and banes are gone, and you're hitting the same guy that's in front of you again.
Yep.
Okay.
I tried to.
And dang, like you, it hits you.
He's a dodgy bastard.
True.
Yeah, for
Oh.
5 damage.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ouch.
you
Okay.
clunk into the bits of armor that are attached to him, seemingly not doing much damage to him. But as you do that, all of these skeletons move over here. And this one starts moving this direction.
I think like they're heading towards the door area. Like they're.
They seem to now be blocking the door in front of you. And after Bay is that the end of the round? We're back up to Hunter?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom, let's get it.
Hey, what's your hit points at?
Deuce.
My hit points?
Deuce.
Oh.
Bay.
Deuce.
Okay.
Oh.
Deuce.
You have the power to heal, right? I mean, you're a cleric,
Yes.
so I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
You only have 2 hit points left?
Huh?
You only have 2 hit points left?
Yeah. 2 of 6.
Oh wow, you guys are not you're doing great on the boss,
What's-
but there's a lot of guys left.
Yeah.
Well, it's the misses have gotten to Bay.
Yeah. Let's who's up? Who's fighting these skelly boys?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast at this guy. I'm gonna cast
This one here?
magic missile again.
Okay, go for it. Roll it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bud.
Damn, son,
I
that's
did
3 more damage that can't be
3
reduced.
damage.
He's not
son.
looking great. Yeah, he's not looking great. Still up, but not looking great. All right, who's up?
Oh,
It's me.
shit, son.
Wait, hold on. I forgot. I'm not sure. Probably too late for it. There's cleave on mine.
Oh, we can retcon that
Retcon
down.
a bit? 'Cause I do
How
have
much
cleave
damage?
with
How
my
much damage
abilities.
did you do?
I did 7 damage. So I just
So you
remembered that
always
I've got-
get cleave. You always get cleave.
I always get cleave, as I understand it.
Okay, so
don't
that
know
means
where
you're gonna
that
cleave into.
is
We'll say
here.
this guy within your. Nah, we'll say if you hit this guy, it'll swing into this guy. So with that, actually, with that damage that he took, kind of getting hit in the back with the sword at the same time as getting hit in the front with some magic missile, we'll say that this scaly boy crumbles. So,
Cool.
who is up?
It'd be me still. I'll just
Back to you.
catch
Let's
it
go.
up, Then I will
What you
go
got? What you got?
With the guy in front of me, we'll do the same.
Okay.
Just take a swing.
Ooh.
Partial success.
Okay.
Nice.
So you hit him with the sword, definitely.
But I'll still do 1d10.
God.
Fuck.
Bruh.
Damn, this dude, it's literally just like, just bone
What the
dust
fuck?
around
I
you.
just
It's just
take it
like,
over the
ha,
top.
ha, ha.
Little
Yeah.
little dwarf man just comes down, fucking.
Fucking him up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This guy
Fucking ball.
drops, but as you are like striking this guy down, this one moves into you and he's gonna hit you. For 5 damage, reduced by
4. So I take.
so you take
damage.
1 damage. So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
still heavily armored, but this thing hits you and is able to just kind of slide in between some of the plates and give you a nice little scratch.
Like a little,
I
little
got
like
fucking
bruise the
4
shoulder. I'm
armor.
kind of
Little something something. Just a little something something.
Oh, it's not-
chalky boy.
And don't forget you have that +2 armor. Oh, and I can take this off because you're no longer restrained.
Well, it's not-
Who's up next? Is that Bebe?
That'd be me. So
Let's fucking do it. What you got?
So just to clarify, so if I go to a healing spell, I have to. Am I still rolling a 2d6 to make sure that I do it correctly?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
if you did you see the spell casting mechanic thing?
Yeah. That like
So-
it's the same thing. Like the
All
10
spells.
above,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
keep
yeah.
going,
I think I don't know if your lay on hands is just a if it's a class ability you might
It
just
is.
So you won't roll for that. Just once per battle, you may expend a spell to heal yourself or another dungeoneer you can touch for 1d6. So you're not
Okay.
going to roll for that because it's a class ability. If I'm not mistaken completely, Sursa, I think you can just sack one of your spells in order to do that.
Oh, okay. So just not okay.
So you know how like if you it just works.
It just
so
works,
if you
just works.
so how many
It
total
just
spells do you have
works.
left?
I still have all 3. I haven't used any of them.
So you will go down to only having 2 spells, the ability to cast 2 spells. One will just disappear,
Okay.
but you can heal yourself or someone else with no roll for 1d6 if you want.
Yeah, I'll just go it on myself. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that 1d6.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get a 6 out of 1. Oh,
Damn.
shit, son.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but you have to
Obviously.
pick which spell you want to give up.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid of. Fuck, I'm gonna get rid of detect magic because he's still got it going. So. fuck
Okay,
it.
so you are no longer able to cast detect magic until you have a long rest.
Oh
It's
no,
gone.
I don't detect magic anymore either. So
Oh,
but burn it
fuck.
No one
anyway.
can
who
detect
cares?
any more
Fuck it.
magic. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All
right,
and
so-
I'm guessing I don't go over my max, right?
Nope, you just get to max. Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Awesome, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
I mean, little. You're welcome. I did call that. So,
Thanks.
are we back to Hunter?
So does that?
Back to me.
All right,
so
Magi
does
boy,
that
what you
kinda
got?
count?
I'm
sorry.
just gonna keep knocking away at these. So this guy right
One second,
here.
real
this guy
quick,
right
Bay,
here.
Bay. So that's your action. You do have a move if you want.
Well, I was just gonna ask, does that kind of count as a 10 where I can keep it going, or that's just it? It's done once, and I'll never do
It's
it.
a once per battle
Just-
action. Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah. I'm
Yeah, what
gonna
Circe
hit that
said
guy
about the
with
rest.
fucking-
So that's it for this battle against the skeletal horde. But once the battle's over, it recharges for your next battle. Sorry, Magi boy, what you got?
Oh, cool. I'm gonna magic missile this guy.
Okay. Bane. Ooh.
Oh, bless. I bless. Oh, wait, hold on. No. No one side because I'm going to use my once a day spell components to reroll the lowest die, which is a 1.
You already did that, didn't you? When you did your detect
No,
magic?
I did not.
Oh,
I
you
did
just
not.
talked about it?
He
I
talks
just,
about it.
yeah.
Ooh, Babacab, thank you so much for the Bane. I won't even mark mine off there, but I will mark off Hunter's because he said it was blessing. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, so that is a 9.
Oof.
That's a
Well,
total of a
because
9?
right?
It's a 6 and a
No.
3 plus 1, so it's actually a...
Oh, it's a
Oh.
10. Sorry.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah.
Math. Plus 1.
Yeah,
10,
so that's a
it's
full
succeeded.
hit. Fuck yeah, and you keep going with it. So I'm sorry, Bay. It counts as a 10, and I can keep going with this lay on. What do you mean?
I was just how the. Got it. Cool.
Oh yeah. But you're burning
Okay.
your spell slots essentially.
Got it. That makes sense.
Right. So if you don't heal and another battle comes up, you can sack another one in the next battle,
Okay.
but you lose
Okay.
another spell slot. But if you do a
Got it.
short rest, you'll get 1 spell slot back. If you do a long rest, you get all spell slots back. So you can keep doing it every battle, but you have to sack a spell slot every battle, just once
get
per
it.
battle.
I get it.
So,
Okay.
3 damage that can't be reduced on this scaly boy. Dude, you're seriously just like literally kind of hunkered in this doorway, just blasting off magic missiles constantly, just like tossing out 3 darts, just fucking these guys up. So yeah, 3 damage on that guy. You rock him. He's still up, but he is not looking great. Next. That would be
Same.
Ginger.
I'm gonna keep the one that's right in front of me. Gonna fight back. Another 11, so a full
Oh my
hit.
god, these rolls,
Hell
son.
yeah, dude.
This is gonna make
So
it for
6
how
damage?
bad we did last time.
Yeah. That is just enough damage to strike this guy down. You are surrounded by a pile of just bone with like just bone dust in the air surrounding you. All you constantly hear is this just the magic missiles just toot, and then you just like crushing through bones and the tinkle as they hit the ground. Man, it is just mayhem all surrounding Bayless.
I'm
Who's
a
just-
murder. I'm a murder dwarf. That's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's what it like.
I gotcha.
I forgot to.
Jube,
Bane
thank you so
or
much for
fluff on
another
it.
Bane. Yeah, thank you so much for
Oh,
another
dude.
Bane.
I
Jube.
gotta do the cycle.
I just chat
But-
is just hooking me up with these fucking Banes because
they
I am
hate us.
back
They hate
to I'm back up because I didn't even use the last one.
Right. I
Um,
forgot to do the combo. But yeah, Bay, it's on you then.
Yep,
So,
it's
Bay.
on me. Then I will scooch over and attempt to hit this fucking guy. We'll see how.
Go for it.
Do it.
Obviously, bless.
Oi!
6.
I don't even need to Bane you.
Fucking.
Oh, no.
That's sick,
I
dude.
do.
That's straight. Right? So if you bless it, it's +1.
Oh no, but he assumes that I always Bane him, which I would have.
Yeah.
So we'll
Wait,
get
Bay,
those down.
What's your strength score?
Uh,
Is it just 0?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a
Yeah,
0
yeah.
strength?
Yes.
Last street before I say goodnight. Thank you so much, Jube. I appreciate that, Bane.
Yeah, it's my 0
Good
because I have to have 2 zeros, a -1 and a -2. Correct.
Correct.
Outside
yeah.
of the ones that I'm
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
Two.
Yeah. Yes, it is my 0.
Gotcha. So this skelly boy is gonna just with his last leg, he is gonna just hit you for that D6, which would be 3 points of damage. Damage.
Damage. So that's just the one.
Hey, Jax.
Back to Hunter.
Back to
There's a
me.
lot of skellies in here.
Yeah, but you'll notice they're not coming back up now.
That is a good thing to
Hi.
notice. I wonder
You know
why
what I'm
that
gonna do
is.
This guy? You know what I'm gonna do this guy? I'm gonna do the same thing I always do. I'm gonna
Let's
give
do
that
it.
guy a whole ass magic missile.
Yeah, a whole ass of magic missile. Fuck! Have you failed a
That's
single magic missile roll yet?
Yeah, but I got to re-roll one of the dice, so.
It's
Ass
true.
man.
he
Well,
saved
no,
his
you didn't
ass.
say bless and I didn't say bane, so it's a flat roll, and it's this boy right here.
Yeah.
I'll bless that roll if you're banning it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't, so you didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody announced,
Yeah.
so it's clean.
This guy right here took
So-
3 damage.
Straight roll, boom, crumbles to the ground beneath your magic missile. Again,
Oh, yeah.
Ginger just surrounded by bones.
I'm just
like
there's
you're
bones
just
everywhere.
still popping shit off.
Can I get to here from where I'm at?
Sure, yeah, you just crunch over just the
Yeah, you just
layer
walk
of
over the
bones
corpse.
underneath your feet, and just like
straight crawl, like,
just
just go for it.
down there, like charge
what?
in between all of these guys.
It's probably not going to work out well for me, but I'm going to power attack. On this
Okay,
one.
I'll bane it.
I'll bless, so it's straight. Nope. I figured.
Now here's the thing, because you super failed and power attacked, this is going to be an extra bad one for you, because you dove right into this, and this skelly boy and this skelly boy are going to go for you. Let me actually look at something real quick.
That's usually how it works. I finally go big, like roll with it. Nope.
So I don't have a reaction in this system, do I?
No. Mm-mm.
Yep.
Now.
I was hoping to leverage some cleave there and do a double.
No, yeah,
triple kill.
That would be real good, but you didn't. You didn't do good.
I big fucked up. So you know.
You're like, I got this. Just ran and
Yeah,
tripped.
yeah, exactly. Like I am
Why?
face first, just fucking
Just
in
ate the
the
floor.
in the dirt,
Hey, don't worry.
Here
I'll
we
just
go.
cast magic
Hey,
missile
Ron.
again.
right? Thankfully, I have a shield plus my armor, so I'm not terribly worried yet. But this
Okay.
research is giving me a little bit of pause.
Just double checking on something. So you will actually take 2 strikes from these guys here, 1 each, as you dive in here, go for this kind of empowered attack and kind of almost like slip on like an invisible banana peel situation, and they both get these 2 hits on you. Yeah, slipped on that bone dust, exactly, Moderate. Sursa, if someone gets hit by 2 different enemies in 1 turn, does the armor score count on both hits, or is it the total of the damage on top of it? But until then, I will roll.
Oh right, like are they treated as 2
armor
attacks
twice,
or a
he
total
said.
of 1?
Apply
Okay.
armor twice, so it's hit each. So it's 6 on the
It's
first
2
hit,
separate
5 on the
attacks.
second.
8 total armor, so I take 3 damage.
Sure, if that's how the math works for you, that works.
I mean,
Yep.
either way, yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
Each
4
one
off
reduced
each
by
attack.
4, so 1 and 2. So you
Sure.
take 3 total damage. Yeah. So
I
as
will
you
just
slide in, yeah, boom,
the
boom.
damage.
These 2 reverberating strikes on you. You take that damage.
I'm down to 6 total hit points.
Cool. Bay.
Ginger, did you ever grab that ruby?
No,
He did not.
I'm in murder mode trying to clear
He's too
the...
busy out there murdering.
I'm
The
going to go.
skellies.
I'm going to go do that because I can do that successfully right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
fuck's
so
sake.
you can move and do an action. I'm going to say it takes an action for you to lean down,
That's fine.
pry the armor open, pull open the rib cage, and grab the ruby. So you are now
I
in
can do
possession
that
of the ruby.
successfully.
You can. You absolutely can. So, do you want to move any more? You didn't move very far, so you can move farther if you want.
Potentially, like,
Yeah, I'll try to get his way.
distract that guy in case he tries
Yeah.
to run at Hunter.
Perfect. Who's
Pretty much.
Hunter? Let's go, Magey boy.
Let's do it. So I'm gonna do my best move on this guy right here. You know,
Wizard lock.
I was. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a wizard lock. Fuck. It had
listen.
to happen.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
had to
Karuni's.
call it, didn't you?
If you would have cast wizard lock, you would have
You're
not
right.
lost magic
I don't
missile.
have wizard lock anymore, so
Yeah,
Give a
Karuni's.
scroll. Use that scroll
yep.
wizard lock.
So I fail. I fail that. So that spell's expended.
This guy, after he strikes the cleric, hears this kind of fizzle behind him as you try to cast magic missile, and he turns around, makes his way towards you, and he takes a strike on you. Oh, 1 damage.
I
2
don't
armor.
take any damage.
Yeah.
I know it's on my
Yeah.
character sheet.
Yeah,
Dang,
dude.
son, dang. You guys are doing okay against
Well, yeah.
against the skeletal horde, I'll
This
say.
is
Yeah,
Back to me.
but your magic missile is gone, son.
Yeah, but last time I tried to cast it, a fart just came out of my hand. And I was just like,
Yeah.
well, that's it.
And that's what really drew the skeleton in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something reminded him of
What's
a
that
past
smell?
life. Yeah.
I'll go for
so,
this guy.
go for it. Hit him.
Partial
8.
success.
Yeah, so
Oh,
go
yeah.
for it. Roll your damage.
Only 3.
Ooh, 3. Yeah.
Um.
So he's still standing, and he's going to go ahead and hit you right back. Ooh, for 6. So that's another 2 damage on you.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget.
Ah,
It's up to you. You guys have shields.
Yep.
I'm gonna burn the shield now.
All right.
To be
Good
safe.
call. Yeah. So
So
your
I'll
shield
stay
is
at 6.
gone. So you are
Good
open
brain.
for a shield. If someone does want to buy you a shield, they are able to.
The shield kind of reminds me of
hell yeah.
fucking
Of,
Jordan immediately comes in with the shield.
What up, Jordan?
Boom. Thank you, Jordan, so much.
Jordan.
Jay Miller coming in clutch for the ginger.
The shield reminds me of the armor in Enter the Gungeon. Have you ever played that game?
I fucking love that game.
I'm absolute dog's ass at that game, but I love playing it. It's so fun.
I love that game.
There we go. Bayless.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
You
take
got-
this guy down. Let's see if I can hit.
You gotta
somebody
hit
for
some
once.
point. You gotta hit at some point. I'll bane you.
Yeah, Bane bless. Oh hell yeah!
Hey! Yeah!
Clean, clean success. Get it.
Oh hell yeah! So
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the
Oh,
raid, DM Susan. We really appreciate that. We are playing
Hey.
Victory Basic, the amazing system by Sursa Victory. Let's get some Sursa emotes in the chat. Hello, DM Susan.
Get it, Bay?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
4. And what was your damage?
5.
Fuck. Yeah, you make up for missed opportunities. All of the rage of failure fills you, and you bring down your flail or whatever it is, and you crush this thing to the ground. Good job. Magey boy.
You gonna failure now, Dad? Okay.
I mean, yes.
I'm gonna fucking grab this guy who's right next to me with my burning fingers, you know?
Okay, yeah, just finger this burning guy.
Ooh. Finger the
I mean,
bone guy.
burn
Alright.
the finger guy.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Finger the burning man.
Oh man, I
Hey.
should have baned it, but I did not say it in time. Partial success. So what are you doing with those burning hands, boy?
Gosh.
Now, is this a ranged spell or is it a touch spell?
It's a touch spell.
Okay,
It's,
all right.
it's burning hands. So.
Gotcha.
But it only does max damage, apparently, bitch!
It only does max damage!
Get him.
Yeah.
And it's now
So
expended.
he goes down. Your spell is expended. We got another bless for Bayless in the chat.
Thank you.
Woo! Bayless
that.
is a crowd favorite.
Jordan.
I mean,
yes.
it's Bay.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't. That's a extremely true statement.
Thanks. Jordan.
And you partially succeeded. Let me see what I want to do with
favorite
your
robot.
partial success.
is a robot.
You want to leave me alone. I can tell. That's exactly what you want to do.
Nah, roll me a d4. No, wait a minute. That guy had 5. You rolled 8. Yeah, roll me a d4.
A 1.
All right. So for 4 damage carryover, your burning hand actually rages out of control and strikes Ginger. For 4 damage.
Can I use my shield?
You have
don't
5
you have
armor,
armor?
though.
Shield.
Or 4 armor.
Well, does the magic? Does it pass through?
It doesn't ignore armor, no.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
magic.
Then we're good. We're good.
So what you
the magic
feel
missile
is
does.
this like
Yeah,
just
magic
heat,
missile
just
Cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
this
That was-
heat goes over your back and envelops you, but you're able to hunch down. Your armor stops it, and you turn around. You just see your mage boy standing there, like hand out, like oh, my bad.
My camera.
You know.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Good thing it wasn't Bayless. So mage boy,
true.
Mage,
Ginger.
back to
Mage
me?
Boy is no longer combat useful, so good luck. there.
Oh, all right. So
Cool.
now all the skeletons move to mage boy. All right, Skelly.
I will continue to get this guy.
Yeah, get him.
Get him.
Oh, you don't. You don't get him.
Big,
Sir.
big. Oof.
Big oof.
Yeah.
Can I get a big oof in the chat?
Yeah, big oof.
The biggest of oofs.
Yeah,
some Fs in
large
the chat,
oof.
please.
Oversized oof in the chat, please.
Get that big oof. Ooh.
Burger. Bidoof.
There we go.
Everybody's favorite Pokemon, Bidoof.
Oh, crit big
Bidoof.
oof in the chat.
Ooh, a crit big oof for Scully. Yeah, Skull.
that'll
So
hurt.
that's a big oof. So we're gonna go with another just like double beat down from these boys here. That is 5, so you take 1. But you're able to bash your shield up and knock the blow away from the other skeleton as you are currently surrounded. So 1 more damage. How much you got left?
5.
Okay. Bay.
Alright, so I'm gonna, oh shit, do I wanna, so I have, Shield of Faith, which lets me give +2 armor to somebody. Do I
Mhm.
wanna back up Hunter, or do I wanna just go in and start swinging?
Murder. Let's just finish this
Murder.
room up.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I'm not good at stuff. You got it's all
He's-
y'all.
We're in front of him. I don't don't counter us if Hunter just kind of waits.
Alright,
He can't be attacked.
alright, so I'm gonna come in on this guy up top here. Bless. You got one?
Gotcha. It's assumed. The Banes is included, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna bless.
Yes, if you're doing something, sorry, someone first time chatted, so I looked at it. Yes, if you're blessed, then I'm
Great.
baning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you were still matching with us.
Oh yeah.
forgot to do the last
I
round.
got 2 left.
Okay. Fucking
Let's
shit,
chat.
dick, ass, balls, cock.
all of the things. It's like, check all the boxes on that one.
God damn it. That's a 5, so you get to hit me back.
Oh, 1 second.
You're good.
There we go. Quote 71.
I'll take it.
5 damage.
Perfect.
I'm going to shield.
Oh,
Hell
good
yeah.
call.
I'm gonna shield.
Is that the second shield because you used one already?
I have not
Yeah.
used one.
Well, no, it was Ginger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I used one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used.
I
one.
used
Oh,
mine.
and then J Miller immediately bought one back for
Yeah.
you.
Replaced
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And now
Yeah.
Bay is using his.
And
Yeah,
now
I'm gonna use
base
mine for
shield
that.
is gone.
Yep.
Am I
Yeah,
the
so
wrong
now you-
person? Yes, I am the wrong
if it-
person.
If it helps, I'm also. It's on a napkin, but I'm also keeping track. I got you.
All right, Jordan came in with the save before I could even do it. J Miller keeps you guys in a shield.
My dog.
VIP tonight.
dog.
All right. Mage Boy, what you got? You gonna go slap a
Mage
skelly?
Boy, I am going to go ahead and roll the cower.
Yeah, you don't even need a roll to free action.
Do you want to
yeah,
go
for-
like do some looting? Like you want to go run in like
Oh
Yeah,
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 actually,
shit
there-
into
there's
your
a big
bag
pile
while
of
we're
treasure right
fighting?
here, right?
Yeah.
it's over?
Yeah,
on this
in the
side.
mouth. Yeah.
I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna go start just looting. I'm gonna scoop big scoops.
Just
You know?
scooping. All right. While he's scooping loot, Ginger, what do you got?
Yep. Gonna try again. Same guy. Hopefully this
Okay.
is the one.
Bane.
Bless.
Okay. Damn, I'm down to 1. I'm gonna keep it for
Ouch.
I'm gonna keep that now for better opportunities. So you guys have burnt out my banes. I got 1 left, and I'm gonna hold on to it. But you get struck back. A 6 is close enough, so I'll just do the 1 guy hitting you. Ooh, 2 damage, so it does nothing. Your armor stands firm.
Same
God.
now.
Deflected.
There's such a dichotomy between like you taking damage and me taking damage.
Right.
Like yeah, four damage. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm like, oh god, I'm so close to death.
I only take damage on a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
There you go. Bay.
Yep. I'm gonna swing at the
Where's
top
he
boy.
going?
I'm
Get it?
swinging at the top boy, but I'm gonna throw a bless at it.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna bane it because I'm almost all out.
Okay.
Get it.
So you get an extra +1 on top of that. Fuck
Get it
with
back.
the crit.
Get it back.
Oh
With
my
the
god.
crit.
What?
So it doesn't even use your bless. Doesn't even use your bless. Ooh, Savaris coming in with the bane for me though. Let me tag that in real
Oh my
quick.
god.
Well, it's our first like crit too. I think for a roll.
Is it?
No. Somebody
did you have
critted
one earlier,
earlier.
too? No,
No,
I
that's
critted
the reason
earlier.
he's got 2
Like, both of
armor.
you? That's right. That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I forgot, Sursa. Thank you so much. There is a new critical roll table for critical hits. So, Bay,
Oh yeah.
if you could do me a solid and roll a 1d6, please.
Okay.
It'll never stop being
Fuck.
cool that we have the writer of the game in here.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Hey,
666, baby. There we go.
That's
You-
that chaos.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
it's the
there.
chaos.
Wow.
That's what it is. It's bad misses or great hits. You actually feel a little residual kind of reminder of that heroic feeling you had earlier. And that mixed with your just honestly repeated failures. Just rejuvenates you. Apparently you just thrive on negative reinforcement, much like me IRL.
Yeah, right?
And you are rejuvenated, and you can recharge the use of a once per battle or once per day class or racial ability.
Oh,
So,
sick. Okay.
If you want like your lay on hands back or something you've used already, you can totally do that.
Once
I
per
didn't-
day.
I didn't do my question yet, so yeah, I'll take back the lay on hands.
Okay. So yeah, you have that again.
Okay, sick.
If you want to sack a spell slot to do some more healing, you totally can. On top of doing your damage, so why don't you go ahead and roll your damage?
And it's just regular damage, right? We don't double.
Yeah, it's flat damage because we. I think Sursa. I think it's just flat damage because we're using the critical hit table.
Right. Yeah, it's its own benefit.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it.
That's that's
hardcore.
That's boss as hell. Yeah. Okay. That's a fucking 6.
Oh, good damage too. Fucking 6. Either you hit a 6 to hit, or it's
fucking,
just
are you
rolling
hacking, bro? What's going on in here? You know?
It's that Bebe magic.
The number of the beast.
I'm gonna say that you really, really reach with this as you hit it. And I know he's a little far for cleave. How about this? I'm gonna say you hit the guy in front of you so fucking hard, since you just max rolled on 4 dice, that you blast the other one behind him with the skeletal bits so hard, it also takes the residual damage. So this guy had 2 left.
Okay.
This guy had 2 left. So this guy also takes now the extra 4 damage and is just like, his buddy is now inside him. He's just got skeletal parts just like in his eye hole, stuck in his rib cage, like all of this shit.
Yeah, just bone shrapnel.
Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. That's what Savara said. That's what you just did. That's what you just did.
I don't know if you guys saw it right after he hit crit. I said I rolled Bebe
I saw that.
magic. I crit rolled 20 on Bebe magic in chat.
Everything's coming up Bay right now. That was the most successful round of combat I've seen in a very long time. You know, the only thing close is Andy in Dark Kingdoms rolled 3 1s in a row on a D20.
Fuck.
Mathematically, I looped at it before. It's like impossible, but he did it. And you rolling 4 6s in a row, insane. So yeah, you fucked some shit up. Magic Boy.
With another motherfucker.
There you go.
So much.
Are you just gonna keep looting? That's the subtitle of this episode. Reinforcements, colon, hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I have nothing else I can do. I'm gonna keep looting while they fucking. All
right,
you're
got
this. They obviously
you're scooping.
This.
Yeah, you're scooping. All right, Ginger, let's
safe.
do it.
Stay away. Like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on Redbubble. I'm gonna get that picture of the cleric, and I'm just gonna write on the shirt, hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker, with that cleric front and center.
How many more? That's a good question, actually. How many more blesses do I have? I have 4. Okay, I'm gonna do a bless on an attack.
Okay.
Am I gonna get? Are you gonna counter?
No, I'm just gonna go now. You guys are gonna finish this up, and I'm not gonna waste them. I gotta hit you with some good shit later. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Roll your damage.
Worth it.
Now we're terrassing.
Nice, Karen.
With a cleave.
Yeah.
With the cleave. With the cleave. Boom. Boom. Boom.
So much cleavage.
How about that cleavage?
Cleveland. Call us the
Cleveland.
Cleveland Stamers.
Oh my god, I love this game so much. I love this game so much. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you guys do be chilling now. Let me turn this music down a little bit, because that battle music, for some reason, is pretty quiet.
Jordan says, I'd like to think that the guy on the left didn't actually get hit. It was just more bone shards from his friends that killed him.
There you go.
Yeah, like...
That guy was just obliterated purely by bone shards. Or he did that move where everybody around him died and he went, I'm out, I'm fucking, I'm collapse, I'm done.
Disconnect.
Log from server. Nope, I'm good.
Right, nope. Rage quit, like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Don't even wanna. I'm not gonna.
Right.
So.
Not gonna. Don't wanna.
We got the things
The
that
room
nobody
is empty.
died.
Yeah.
That's a fucking victory in my book.
Yeah.
The room is
All
empty.
right.
You did realize Yeah, and the skeletons did not rise again for some reason. Bayless is holding what appears to be a giant ruby, and your mage has just been, and you guys have just been like bashing these guys, has literally just been like hunched over this devil mouth, kind of looking over his shoulder every now and then, just shoveling loot into a bag.
I'm rich, bitch!
Oh fuck.
I don't expect anything, but I'm curious. I wanna like hold the ruby out towards one of the doors and go, Skeletal's minions.
Kalima!
Open the door in front of me and just see if anything happens. I want to hold the ruby out and point at one of them and say, "You stand up." I don't think anything happens.
Please no.
Yeah, right. But what if we get to command a skeleton? Right?
You don't. So,
Okay.
surrounded
You don't.
by, a 9.
What'd you have Cersei roll?
Did that 9 say that yes,
Y'all
I
are
raised
secretly,
a skeleton?
bro. Ryan and Cersei are secretly messaging this entire time. They're
Yep,
plotting against
there's
us.
collusion happening right now.
Collusion.
Collusion, I say.
Absolutely, yes. That is a true thing. 100%. It's not even something I'm going to pretend about. Yeah. I'm secretly chatting with Cersei.
Yes, the answer is correct. Yes.
Pull the mic all the way over. It's like.
That's gonna be a yes from me, dog.
Yeah, guys. Hey, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say yes.
So, it is 10:38. How are you East Coasters doing?
It is 1:38.
Exactly.
It's 12:38. I'm ready to wrap it. Honestly, I'm getting pretty tired.
Yeah. So yeah. So the question comes now. Are you guys going to stay in the dungeon and rest, or are you going to try to make your way out of the dungeon?
I mean, we don't know what's. I mean, we assume that this door leads to the room we came from.
Can we go? Let's go through that door first. Make sure we're correct in that assumption before we make the decision.
It's up to you. You guys are the party leader and the party mapper.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go
that's-
ahead and go through
That's
this door.
smart.
Let's just
Just
go
to
ahead and
see,
do it.
just to
Yeah.
make sure. So we'll check that
All right,
door.
let's move through it.
Cool. When you get to that door, it's really the first time you've actually looked at the door. It appears to be barred from this side.
Oh,
Nice.
so we
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to go in that way anyways.
No, you wouldn't have been able to go
Nice.
in. Yeah.
Nice.
And in
So it does lead
combat,
back. Sick.
yeah. And in combat, if you would have tried to go out that door, you would have needed to do a strength check to try to move the bar, which every roll has consequences. But since you're out of combat, you see this in front of you. You see this bar. The three of you together could easily pick up the bar and unbar this door if you would like to.
Yes.
Yes.
But is it where we can like put the bar back if we really want to?
No, it's literally like a fucking bar across the
Okay.
thing. So like
Okay.
once the door is open, the door is opened.
Okay.
Okay. So you're opening the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
To the point of this game where he shuts doors, that bar is not going to go back, is it?
No, it would physically
Okay.
need to be put. The door itself just always swings shut. They're
Right.
they're at a slight angle and they're big and heavy doors so that it always closes
Sure.
behind you. Yeah.
Sure.
And if you all make your way through, Bebe,
Yep.
the door
Okay,
closes
though.
behind you, and you find yourself
Yep.
back in the tome room next
Mhm.
to the bonfire.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Do we have to get out of the dungeon to count the gold, or can I count it right now? Because that's going to dictate whether or not we leave the dungeon.
Fair
I will
point.
say, I do believe you need to get out in order to use the gold and really tally the gold. You know, you get a shit. I will say this. I will say if you want like a quantifying amount of gold that you just got, it's a fucking shit ton. Cersei, do I tell them exactly how much gold they got in each room?
yeah, because like using the rest point will be quieter.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So someone needs to track this because I will not track this going forward. If
I
I've
got it
given
right
you.
here.
I
I'm good.
told
I'm
you
taking
the
notes.
original amount of gold you got, right?
Yep.
So
No, you
you
didn't.
got
Well,
And
yeah,
the scroll.
you
We've
didn't
got
know.
We had 20.
Yeah.
We had 27 before and a scroll.
27 and a scroll of wizard luck.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got
is what we started with.
99 gold's worth of coins and trinkets. And 69
Nice.
Nice.
gold worth of gems, art, jewelry, and relics.
So there's a level in there for somebody.
If we want to stack somebody, we could level somebody up.
Yeah.
You could almost level up 2 people. And I want to remind you, there is an altar to a chaos goddess with a bunch of gold on it too.
That's true. With like,
I
40
mean,
gold.
we have a chaos cleric with us, so listen, if the chaos cleric wants to take it, I mean, like,
he
I'm
put a
not
coin on
gonna
it
be-
earlier.
I'm not in here disrespecting gods, you know? It's just not really my thing.
I would ask that we leave it. I don't know how, how this
I'm good
game
with that.
goes with that, but I would ask that we leave that.
I think no matter what we do, I think here's what we need to do. We need to go over to the portcullis. Ginger, call in your henchmen to like help us escape, and we'll use that to run out.
We don't need to unless we're like in combat, I believe. Like that's
But
the whole idea.
the
Is that,
portcullis opening is going to make a sound.
which I believe triggers a wandering
A
monster
roll.
type check.
Yeah. So we might
Which,
not get a monster.
If it triggers something, I should then be able to use the henchman, like kind of as a reaction.
I will remind you also, you're at where your token's at. If you're running around just trying to look at rooms, you can trigger things. So
Okay, well, come on, everyone. Let's go to the portcullis.
yeah, I just want
So
you
we're
to.
skipping the rest point. We are trying to get out to. I just want to make sure we're on the
Level?
same page.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I mean, we have enough for someone to level up, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna scoop this Chaos God's altar coins on the way out. Sorry, Bay. But you know.
I mean, we have the ruby too. So if we get out, we can actually go right to the
Right, we can
ruby
use the
chest,
chest.
on the way
Yeah.
back
Yes,
and
when we
get
come
more
back.
loot. Or we can go right there if we want to risk it. I know we're running into time, so it might be easier to get out. But
No, let's just get out of here. We'll come back because
Okay.
I am barely holding on IRL.
So
Okay.
are you scooping this?
I don't know if I should. I'm gonna go with no for now. We'll think about it later, though.
Okay. The treasure remains on the altar. So, are you pulling the lever for the wandering monster? And the way I'm gonna do this, if you would like to leave, I'm gonna have you roll the wandering monster check.
Mhm.
And if you have a wandering monster show up, you can use your henchman to escape it, but that wandering monster will be a wandering
Yep.
when you
When
come
we get
back.
Yep.
It's not,
If we
they're
trigger
not
it,
gonna-
it's there. But it's not going to attack us right now.
They just give us the bounce. They don't actually handle them. Right.
Right.
Like the henchmen don't handle the monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just give us the room to
It's-
bounce.
It's
That's
cover essentially.
Hinge
yeah, no, that's-
person.
Get it. Get it.
Yeah. So let's do that. I think that's
Alright.
good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's pulling the lever? I mean, it doesn't really matter. So,
I'll pull
you're
it.
next to it. There we go.
All right.
Perfect.
Bay pulls the lever, and as you do, it does make this grinding, creaking sound as it
Chuck.
raises up. And I'll remove these. I can actually just take this out because it's gonna stay up.
Okay, cool. That was
Can
my
add
next
them back.
question.
Well, actually, I'll save one of these and I'll just move it off to the side here. In case you guys fuck up real bad and decide to close the portcullis later, I can just add those back in. So, first Wandering Monster roll of Victory Basic. What I need from you, Party Mapper.
Mapper.
You should call for a Wandering Monster roll from the Party Mapper each time. Roll a d6.
Can bless be used on it?
Ooh.
I don't know what's good or bad. Though. That's the thing. Like I don't
Yeah,
know
that's fair.
what we
That's
want
fair.
to get.
On a 1, a wandering monster shows up.
Oh, that's right. It is.
So
Taz,
you
isn't it?
just missed it.
Oh.
So you luckily, as this creaks open completely and the sound of the reverberating of this creaking dies down, you hear nothing approaching.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And
Alright.
And
yeah.
I assume your map is relatively accurate. So
I
you
believe
guys, so you guys can basically, what I'm gonna do is just pick your asses up. Can you all get together for
Cool.
me?
Yep. Yeah, because we're just beelining it to out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically north. We go up a hallway and we're back.
And the doors are not. So you guys are back where you started.
Cool.
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
And you feel good as you're exiting this dungeon, this space that you just in. You feel like, damn, you did some good work today. You found the heroic chair. You uncovered some evidence of this chaos goddess, and maybe some indication as to the Lich Queen's kind of motivations, potentially, as you found what maybe at one point was her inner sanctum when this was maybe a less deep dungeon before it was abandoned. You destroyed an entire skeletal horde and came away with a ruby that you think could potentially open a past treasure that you found. But as you're walking out the doors, you hear a deep rumbling roar reverberate behind you. That's what it should have been. That's what I should have said, is you hear a voice calling out, "Don't leave me again!" And that's the sound that reverberates behind you as the door closes.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Bum, bum, bum.
And that is where we're gonna end for the evening. I'm gonna roll on something that doesn't matter to you, but matters a lot to me tonight for next time. But that, my friends, is episode 2, Reinforcements of Victory Basic, brought to you by the wonderful Sursa Victory. Sorry for all the technical difficulties on our YouTube. We'll stitch this together so it's a solid line. You'll have to catch multiple VODs in here, but Ginger, thank you for being here. Hunter, you're the fucking man. Bayless, coming in clutch, reinforcing the party.
King Bayless.
Super
You
fun.
know? King Bayless.
Definitely some chaos. I feel like it was fails or crits the whole fucking time. Great addition to the party, though. And just, yeah, you guys are great. I really appreciate it. This game is fantastic.
Thank you, Ryan. You were fantastic. And thank you, Sursa. This is a good fucking game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So much fun.
I am quite a big fan. I actually want to maybe,
I'm gonna get the
Awesome.
Sursa symbol tattooed right here. You know.
yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, we'll just get rid of that.
Yeah.
And then I'll just put this big here too for when we're between scenes and stuff. Boom, just
there
throw
you
that
go.
logo fucking everywhere. So, you're all fucking beautiful,
forehead.
amazing people. We really appreciate every single one of you for being here. Stick around. I'm gonna go to some end credits real quick. Just to say thank you for everyone that subbed and resubbed and followed and everything for tonight. I do need to change the text color real quick.
Yeah, shout out my
to-
girlfriend for following us while we were on stream, and she's sitting next to me. So, fucking nerd, bro. She's right next to me.
I want to shout out Motorhead
There you go.
us.
For doing those Lemmy vibes.
Yeah.
Let's also see real quick who else is on that we can raid. Does anybody have a raid? Otherwise, we're probably gonna go into
Amaranth is on. We could raid Amaranth.
yeah, let's absolutely raid
L2.
Amaranth.
Yeah, L2's
Oh,
doing some
L2 is doing some
Alien
alien
Conceptual
isolation. Fuck yeah, we're gonna raid L2.
Oh,
So
yeah.
stick around. Let us run through those credits real quick, and then couple of things coming up. On Monday, we got Mycelium Madness. On Wednesday, we're getting back to Victory Basic. Next Thursday, if I remember correctly for everybody, we're doing episode 3 of Victory Basic next Thursday.
Works for me.
Right.
And then Saturday, Hunter and I, we did not do the weekly scroll this morning. Starting to get those episodes up on YouTube as well, so you can check out the VODs. But we are going to debut a new look for the stream. And we are also going to do a special episode next Saturday where we re-review all of the games we've already reviewed. We decided a 1 to 5 scale is too small because we found some games that we did not like very much. We're not very far away from games we really liked a whole lot. So we are going to move it to a
close.
So instead of 5 scores 1 to 5, we're going to do 5 scores 1 to 10. So instead of out of 25, a game can be rated out of 50 now. So we're going to go back and redo all the games we've already did, rescore everything, and that'll be our episode next week. So a lot of streams next week. Victory Basic.
Warpland's still going to get a 2 for rule set, though. You know?
2 or 3. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't good. The lore is fantastic, though. Anyway, Sursa, the next Victory Basic stream is next Thursday, and it will be Thursdays until you guys accomplish the dungeon. And you guys got pretty far. I'll say you're probably halfway through it, so I think maybe 2 more episodes. Cool. We'll probably get it. It just depends on what direction you guys go and what you find and things like that. So we will see what happens. So stick around, let us run those credits, let us raid into L2, and all of you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.